vibe. You might just bring a smile to someone's face.
You are listening to the home of Milwaukee's realest conversations. 1017 FM, 1510 AM WGKB Waukesha and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station. The place for the realest conversations.
I appreciate United Garden Homes for stopping through with a check for $2,000.
Yes.
Some people came through anonymously.
Yes.
Dropped off money. The family has received those funds. And whatever you can do, if everybody do a little, nobody has to do a lot.
The movement continues.
What are some of the conditions in the jail that got people upset, like the living conditions on a day-to-day basis?
We'll come out of our cell at 11 o'clock in the morning. We'll get food and we'll get medication. So that shortens the time. Those 2 hours, we'll probably get an hour out, and then we'll have to lock back down. And by lock back down, I mean we stay in our cell. We get fed in our cell. We don't come out of our cell at all. And that's pretty much the biggest problem. And they simply say that they're short-staffed. But that's not enough because they knew that they were going to be short-staffed. Like, this has been a problem for over 2 years now.
The marathon continues.
There's never been a better time to make change in the city of Milwaukee, starting with the youth. And we talked about the housing. Willie Hines, y'all boy Willie Hines, and they trying to change the leadership over there. We got our hands full, and it's not the time. But we got attorney B. Ivy Lamar on the lines right now, calling from the courthouse. How you doing, attorney B. Ivy Lamar?
Hey, what's going on, Tori? I'm good, man. Happy to be here.
Joining me on the line, Dr. Umar Johnson. How you doing, brother, Dr. Umar Johnson?
Peace and Pan-Africanism, good brother Black Power, to all my brothers and sisters in Milwaukee, Kenosha, Green Bay, Racine, and across the state of Wisconsin.
Yo, peace, King. I'm going to stand with you and walk with you, brother.
God bless you.
Because I think it's an important thing what you're doing, and you need to have the support of the community. Regardless if we live in these areas or not, it all affects us in one way or shape or form.
It's time for that action and all the smoke. This is the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association award-winning Tori Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and streaming live on YouTube.
Man, best show in the world, bro. You got the best show in the world. I hope you know that, man.
God bless you, brother. I appreciate that.
Big up to you both. Thank you so much. Tori, you spoke to my kids. Liz, you did too. But you spoke to my kids, and when I tell you both that they was talking about what we did earlier that morning all day, that's literally what they was doing. They was talking about it all day. My son was just hollering,
awesome.
Where's Tori? Like,
I wanted to make sure that I let you know that to hear a person and have a person like you in this community, the way that you are selfless, the way that you give, even when your cup is not even full, you are filling other people's cup. And that just inspires me to make sure that I help you the best way that I can by doing my part.
As always, my good brother, stay cool, stay calm, stay focused.
Now, live from the Avenue in the heart of downtown Milwaukee, here is the king of talk radio, Tori Lowe.
Justice Wisconsin, the truth, the most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM, the movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tori Lowe, the truth. From 1 to 4, we about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tori Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready. 101.7 The Truth. Tori Lowe. Tori Lowe Show, live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. And I'm here for the action.
And nothing but that action.
And I want all the smoke.
Who wants the smoke today?
Salute to all my brothers and sisters on the front lines. The marathon continues.
The movement continues.
How y'all doing out there in Radio Land? How y'all doing in the chat? We got another powerful conversation for you today. So I'm gonna need y'all to open up
your ears, okay? Salute to everybody joining the show this Wednesday, February 18, 2026. Who we got in the chat? Sincere, Ronnie Ray Real in the chat. Jeff, Lori Patterson in the chat. Sylvia is in the chat. Reginald in the chat. Reginald was hanging outside the studio yesterday in the 3rd Street Market Hall. Salute. S.E. Kawanda in the chat. Zay Tashay. What's up, Zay Tashay? And we got Josh in the chat. How you doing, Josh? Hey, we got another great conversation for you today, but I want to say this before I get into the show. I want to say this before we get into, the stories today. Matter of fact, hit that like and subscribe button. Hit that like and subscribe. If you're watching as we broadcast live on YouTube, make sure we get them likes up. All right, so check this out. Yesterday I said that the Epstein files were out here, and they got all these names, and people are going back and forth. And I said, it must be something that we're missing, that we're not paying attention to. And I said, I'm going to start to try to find out what that is. And I think I got it. I think I got it, Truth Nation. Open up your ears and walk with me for a second. So everybody on the Epstein list, all these celebrities, all these names, no matter who it is on the list, some of these people have been in leadership of the culture, of the political, for the last, 30, 40 years. I'm talking about in high positions, gatekeeping. And now they done lined these people up and put them out there in alphabetical order. In alphabetical order, Andrew. So this leads me to believe that they're discrediting these people, even if they weren't on the island. They're trying to, they got these people discredited now. Because I even seen Whoopi Goldberg on The View trying to defend herself. First it was everybody on the Epstein list go to jail, or, we got to do something about it. Now people backpedaling, selective outrage now, trying to make sense of their favorite person. Man, it may not have been this, it may not have been that. All I'm saying is forget all of that. What I'm seeing is all of these people associated with Epstein is from the old guard, and now they are done with these people. They like now their time is up. They already have whatever they agreed to do, they have already done it. Look, how old is Donald Trump? Like 78? How old is Whoopi Goldberg? How old is Oprah Winfrey? How old is these people? Like, they got to be like the 50s and the 60s. They got to be in their 50s and 60s. And, yeah, Trump is 79, but I'm talking about a lot of these people been around for the last 30, 40 years. So now they're on the list, and people are coming at them hard. They don't care who it is. It's people in Milwaukee that they coming at hard on the list. And what I'm saying is, I think that now they're moving and transitioning into a new era. And these people need to go by their way. They're not going to go to jail. They're not going to arrest them. They just, we done. We finna move into a different space now. And while all of this is going on, while all of the confusion with Epstein is going on, guess what's happening? The infrastructure for the data centers and all of that is being built right now. You see people on the news complaining about these data centers and the infrastructure that is taking place right now. You don't see a lot of people in the uprising. You don't see a lot of people in the uproar over the data centers, at least not in Milwaukee. But what I'm saying is this infrastructure is being built while all of this is going on. And a lot of these old heads They don't want to get caught up in social media. They don't want to use AI. They don't want to be a part of the social media era. That was not their time. So now this is the sign to me for these people to move on. Y'all did a good job. Move on. We finna get some new people in here. And guess who's gonna be happy when y'all see the new people coming? The people. We are. Because now we got this sick idea of these people doing things to children, and they was hanging out with these pedophiles. So when the new people come in, we're gonna be clapping for them. We're gonna be excited. Oh, at least it ain't them. And it's gonna be a new regime. It's gonna be a new regime. I say in the next couple years, once they get this infrastructure with the data centers and all of that, once they get it all set up, now we're going to start seeing new people pop up, people that want to work with the new technology, people that are, have ideas on how to work the new technology, and we just going to move into the new era, whatever that look like. Because I wasn't at that meeting. I don't know what it's going to look like, but it sounds to me that they have dismissed all of the old guard. Diddy, even Jay-Z catching smoke. All of the gatekeepers have been dismissed. Because now when you see them, all they're going to do is ask them about Epstein. Oprah even had to say something. Look how long Oprah been gatekeeping. Look at what I'm saying. Understand what I'm saying, Truth Nation. No matter what they did, their time is going to be up. And now the new young leadership with the new fresh ideas leading into the new technology is going to be up next. Watch and see. I'm going to say it ahead of time. I'm telling y'all ahead of time. This is the transition. I'll call it the transitioning period. And guess who's going to be excited to see the new leadership? You. You're going to be excited because they don't look like the old guard that could have been in one of them basements with them kids. And y'all going to be clapping for them. Hey, look, when we come back, just keep your head on a swivel. When we come back, we're going to have more conversations. We're going to get into the show, Truth Nation. Stay locked in.
And that's Tory Lowe, bringing you all the action and all the smoke. Need a way to hype up your day?
Hello, is this Shirley?
This is she.
Shirley, you are our Gruber 5K giveaway winner this quarter. Congratulations.
What would you do with $5,000?
Going to look at buying me a pickup truck. That will be some of my down payment.
Stay tuned into 1017 The Truth for your chance to be entered into the Gruber Law Office's 5K giveaway. For contest rules, visit 1017thetruth.com.
I love you guys.
I got money now.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Calling all seafood lovers, the lobster salad sub is officially back at Cousin Subs. Fresh lobster mixed with our creamy signature mayo, topped with tomato and onion, served over crisp lettuce, and finished with a sprinkle of Old Bay. All on our fresh-baked Italian bread. It's a crave-worthy classic you can enjoy in store, online, or on the app, but only through April 5th. So catch it while you can. Cousin Subs. We believe in better.
You served behind the desk.
You served in combat.
You did 4 years and got out.
You were drafted.
You gave 20 years.
You gave exactly what your country needed.
And so did you.
When you raised your hand and swore an oath to your country, when you put your name on a dotted line, you became part of only 1% of Americans who did the same. You are a veteran.
You are a veteran.
You are a veteran. Because no matter when, where, or how you served, you made a sacrifice for your country, and you deserve support.
If you're struggling with life after service, don't wait. Reach out.
Reach out to a loved one, to a fellow veteran, to VA.
Find resources at va.gov/reach.
Brought to you by the United States Department of Veterans Affairs and the Ad Council.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
But I ain't even from Milwaukee, oh. I heard they telling stories of the gold. Tory Lowe, they said my homie from the other side is cold. They said he's showing love, he said
1017 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. You know, I'll tell you this, as an advocate, sometimes I get calls and people need situations resolved. And today I got a call from North Carolina. Today, a woman called me from North Carolina, Truth Nation. Now, she follows me on Facebook, and I think she been following me for the last 4 or 5 years. But she hit me up and said she needed help. And I thought she was living here in the city or around the area. And she said, no, I'm in North Carolina. I said, it ain't nobody in North Carolina that can help. Andrew, it ain't nobody in North Carolina, I mean, that can probably assist.
There's only one Tory Lowe.
All I'm saying is, so this is the kind of stuff that runs through my brain. When people say how far they live, I said, you know, so what's the issue? Now, I'm going to tell y'all what the issue was. And I can understand why she reached out, because I deal with a lot of this stuff. I just never dealt with it out in North Carolina. But this is what she said. I'm gonna read it to you straight from Facebook. This is what she said. She said, yesterday, I sent my son to get his sister from the park. She was coming in as he walked out. So while he was walking out to go get her, I guess she came through the back door into the house. So he kept going to the park, not knowing that his sister had came in the house. So what happened 15 minutes later, he came home with a white boy. And the white boy was crying and shaking. She said she apologized to the little boy and explained to her son, who is autistic, that you can't do things like that. The son saying he brought him because he was the last person that was with his sister. Like, I guess he saw this kid playing with his sister at the park. So when he got to the park and didn't see his sister, and he's autistic, in his mind, he bringing the little boy to his mom to try to explain where the sister went, not knowing that his sister already came in the house. Well, the son said he brought the boy because he was the last person that was seen with the sister. The police got involved and made a report. This is what the mother said. The police got involved and made a report. This was around 4 p.m. yesterday. And she goes on to say they left saying that they got the boy's statement and he wasn't harmed. He didn't cause any real major harm to the child. Later that night, she said that the police circled back around 2 a.m. with a warrant for kidnapping. With a warrant for kidnapping. I'm like, whoa, a warrant for kidnapping? Well, don't they know he autistic? Don't they know he has medical history, mental health history? And the little boy that he took from the park was 14. I asked her, how old was the son? I said, how old was your son? She said her son is 21 years old, but he has the mind of a 12-year-old. Understand, when you have, and I've had adults that they got the adult body, but due to certain mental health issues, they may have a younger mind, or underdeveloped sense of what's going on. So the police came and pulled the kid out the house, or the son, who is 21. I guess I can't call him a kid. Age-wise, he's 21. But mentally, she's still working with him. As you know, he's still a child mentally in his thoughts. So I said, when was the last time he had a kind of mental health crisis? She said 2 weeks ago he was delusional and she had to check him into the mental health 2 weeks ago. But what happened was she moved to this small area in North Carolina where there's not many black people. And it's a mostly white neighborhood. And, you know, something happened. The parents wanted to press charges. So she showed me, I guess they got a group chat. I guess this neighborhood has a group chat that the mothers are part of. And she sent me the screenshots of the group chat. And this is what one of the people in the group chat said. They said her son dragged the little boy from the pond. That's a pretty big distance. I'm sure multiple homes have this on camera. And then she goes on to ask the mother of the little boy, does your son remember the route they took to get to this house and what time that he took them? So I guess they were in the group chat going back and forth about her son while she was watching. And she couldn't say nothing because, you know, you don't want to say anything. But the police said that the little white child had no harm done to him. But since the parents or the mother wants to create a bigger situation, she wants to press charges, and he's 21. They came and took him at 2 a.m. this morning and charged him with kidnapping in this small town. So here we go. So I got on my, I had to hear the whole situation. I asked her a few questions about her son, his medical history. How often has he been troubled in this area? Does he have medical records and things like that? Okay, let me see if we can get him a mental health evaluation. And in most states, you can get a mental health evaluation depending on the state. So here in Wisconsin, if somebody with mental health is doing certain things, you can kind of get a Chapter 51. And that helps try kind of get a medical evaluation. It gives the person a chance to get evaluated. You got to have two different medical examiners. And if they come back and say that the mental health is not right, then they can go into a medical state and get that kind of attention from that. Well, in North Carolina, it's called a Chapter 122C. It's almost identical to Wisconsin. So off the top, I kind of went and kind of looked up and tried to see what do they call it in North Carolina. I told her to go to the magistrate office, fill out an affidavit to get that, in the courts so a judge can get him evaluated. I understand what I'm saying. So this is something that took place all the way in North Carolina. She said everybody around her, all the North Carolina people, she said she know a lot of people in North Carolina that know who I am. I just, sometimes you don't know. But you got to be about that action, so it's universal. So like I said, I'm waiting for her to go fill out the affidavit, and now if they accept the affidavit with his medical history, knowing that he has mental complications, they should put him through the process. Now, if they don't, I may have to reach back in the bag, hit some attorneys up that's from that area, and have them get involved with the situation. Because now, if he was one of those people that was out here causing trouble, I wouldn't have went that far. But since I know he's autistic and I know that he has mental health, that's how I got involved. Because sometimes in Milwaukee, a lot of people mistake grown bodies or grown-ups with mental health. They don't have the the understanding that, yeah, this person may be 21, but mentally, according to their medical records, they need help. And I told them, I tried to ask the mother, did she get a conservatory to try to help with the guardianship? And I think she was going through the process of doing that too. So I'll keep y'all update on it and see if what the outcome is. Not really. A City Girl says this is a sticky one, but I don't see what the harm is. It's petty at best. Yeah, but a lot of things happen when white women get upset and then black men involved. And the police left. The police saw that it wasn't any harm to the child. But when she sent me the chat records and I saw that they were in the chat plotting, it explained a lot why they came back with the kidnapping charges, because what they was going to charge them with. So the only thing they could have charged them with is kidnapping, because the kid wasn't harmed. He was just moved from the park and brought to the house because the son thought he can explain what happened to his sister, not even knowing that his sister had came in the house while he was on the way to the park. So little stuff like this, little situations like this can change that boy's life forever. And this ain't the first time in history where little situations, it was a situation where they said that a man whistled at a woman in the elevator and they burnt down the whole town. It could get crazy. But we gonna try to keep track of this. This is my first time dealing with anything in North Carolina like this. But when we come back, we'll have a Pop Culture Report, Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
You are listening to The Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Hey y'all, it's 1017 The Truth's Rhea Riley for Sweet Talks Medical Spa in Menominee Falls. Skip the sterile clinical office feel. Sweet Talk stays on the cutting edge of beauty and wellness innovations in a vibrant, playful space promoting self-love and confidence. Sweet Talk specializes in a range of treatments, including injectables, medical-grade skincare, weight loss, hormone therapies, and more. Not sure where to start? Sweet Talks offers comprehensive wellness consultations to create a customized plan centered around you. Because at Sweet Talks, your goals are their goals. Learn more at sweettalks.com.
Join me every Friday at 11 a.m. for the Milwaukee Experience with Sherwin Hughes, presented by Visit Milwaukee. We're a city that knows how to celebrate, where the calendar is packed with festivals, the plates are piled high with flavor, and a lakefront sunrise sets the stage. Here in Milwaukee, every street leads to something worth savoring, a place that welcomes you with open arms and where joy is shared in bites, beats, and cheers. The Milwaukee Experience every Friday at 11 a.m. exclusively on The Truth with Sherwin Hughes, presented by Visit Milwaukee.
He's the voice for the people and the community's connection to change.
Sometimes justice looks different to me. Do you want them in jail for murdering Corey Stingley? Yes, you do. Do you want them to go to trial for what they did and go through that process? Hey, But at the end of the day, the men that took Corey Stingley's life, something happened to where they have to accept the fact that they did that and that they have to be labeled a murderer for a certain length of time and when it was nothing, I think that was a huge thing that happened when you had to climb mountains to get to this point. 13 years?
The Tory Lowe Show, weekdays from 1 to 4 p.m., live on YouTube and right here on 101.7 The Truth.
Many of our most important memories are made at school. But for children like Victoria, the classroom can be a place of fear and isolation. She wore a bandage over her cleft every day, too shy to speak, too afraid to smile. Everything changed after one life-transforming surgery made possible by Smile Train. Today, Victoria's smile lights up her classroom, a symbol of confidence, connection, and new beginnings. Due to stigma, children with untreated clefts often miss out on school entirely. But thanks to Smile Train, students like Victoria are stepping into the classroom, raising their hands, and finding their voice. Smile Train partners with local experts to support with free cleft surgeries and other comprehensive care, empowering children to thrive in school and in life. Let's help every child walk into the classroom with confidence. Visit smiletrain.org/learn.
This is Associated Bank Sports Update on 101.7. The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Nazir Spencer. The Milwaukee Bucks are close to being back to action as All-Star break continues. Their next game is in New Orleans on Friday night. NBA is back in full tomorrow night. The Brewers squad workouts are underway this week with spring training ramping up this weekend. Principal owner Mark Ananasio spoke to the media in Arizona.
There's a lot of competition in our division, and anybody who thinks there's anything, they can go take a bat and hit against Paul Skeens, you know. And so we take nothing for granted, but, you know, we feel good this year.
Spring training kicks off on Saturday. You can listen to the action on 620 WTMJ Radio. In college hoops, the Badgers fall heavy to Ohio State 86-69, likely losing their just-earned ranked status. Marquette faces number 17 ranked St. John's tonight at the Pfizer. The UW-Milwaukee will face the Detroit Mercy on Friday evening. This sports update brought to you by Associated Bank, proudly supporting your hometown teams, member FDIC.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Grandpa had a shotgun. I got both on the dash. Holy steel for the outcome. First body dropped to 16. Ain't talking no COD. I'm talking cold concrete. Chalk art. Mom's on her knees.
101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. Pop Culture Report brought to you by Nazir Spencer in the studio.
Yo.
How you doing, Nas?
I'm good. I was seeing some, you know, I like concerts. I be seeing, you know, a lot of great concerts and stuff like that. You know, our girl Cardi B, she be
you like, you want to go see B2K and Lil Bow Wow.
Oh, yeah.
So I know you like concerts.
So, you know, meet and greet coming up, you know. You know what I'm saying? So,
right. But I believe you.
Yeah, but to this concert with Cardi B, you know, we be talking about her a lot, and you know, she always in the headlines. But this was a little bit different. It seemed a little positive for the women that, you know, kind of are fans of her. And you know, she recently just came out saying that she getting her butt implants out.
Cardi B. I mean,
that's cool.
They got a lot of mileage on them. She didn't already use them.
I don't know how it worked.
It looked like they deflating though. Like like when you see the. Well, I don't know. I ain't never had a BBL, but what I'm saying is, this was the thing to do, to get your body done, get your, you know,
teach your son, I guess,
get your features done,
right?
And then after a while, you got to go get them out, like K. Michelle.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of these old people with the BBLs from 10 years ago, they trying to get them BBLs out.
I feel like she had it for a minute too.
And they say they stink. They say this is what they saying. They say this. You might get a whiff. I don't know.
Because Blueface was on stage with her and, you know, performing, and he said he was stuttering his lyrics.
Well, Blueface, you seen his girls. You seen the girls he date.
Well, yeah.
You see the girls he go after.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. He was Blueface. Actually, Cardi threw Blueface an alley-oop.
Okay, yeah.
Because he would have never performed in front of that many people.
That's a lot of people he performed in front
So he got it in.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, but like I said, Cardi getting her BBL taken out, that should tell people something ain't right. Plus, people had paused it, and it was kind of lopsided, like like it's like something is going on right there.
Right.
But K. Michelle went through the whole thing where she got her BBL removed, and Black China.
Yeah, Black China got it out, yeah.
There's a lot of people that's going in and getting that stuff out there. It's leaking. It could cause extra health issues. It's not all what it's cracked up to be.
So I was looking in the comments, and everybody was pretty much supporting her, saying, like, this is a great thing. We need to see more of this.
Here we go.
You know, the women are very supportive of this situation. But, like, you see it both ways. Like, women will support you.
They support Cardi no matter what.
You know what I'm saying?
Come on now.
Yeah.
Somebody, look, Cardi just went through a whole thunderstorm, and people forgot. Now they moving on. Now it's something else.
I know. They still hanging on to it.
What I'm saying is, when it's their favorite person, they going to make an excuse.
Right. And
that's it.
It's interesting because she don't usually drop news like this. I feel like she's more private about that type of stuff.
This girl give her whole life.
Okay, yeah.
Cardi B, her whole personal life is out there. This is...
Yeah, she's very open.
I think a lot of people like her for that because she tell all her business.
And she's funny with it, too.
And she try to, make light of it. And it's but the sad reality is so many people that can relate. Are they just as messy as Cardi? That's the scary part.
That is scary. That's a good point.
And if they all relating to this...
That's a good point. That's a good point. There's a lot of comments.
I'm just trying to tell you.
That's true. There's a lot of comments saying, like, this is a great thing that she's doing. Like, she may be put on a new wave.
When she got with Stephon Diggs, it was all powerful. All the way up into the Super Bowl.
Oh, man.
Some people just gonna ride with you, ride or die. She make a lot of music that have garnered her a lot of fans that have used her music to get through certain situations.
Right.
So they cheering for Cardi. Actually, I see a lot of people still going to her concerts. She's still, touring heavy.
She got a big concert.
What makes me nervous is it's a lot of toxic people out here.
She's making a lot of toxic people with her songs. She got a lot of toxic songs, Tory Lowe.
Well, she living that toxic life.
The BBL life.
But the guys, the big stars, that's the thing to do in Hollywood. Go get your body done.
You think we go start? Because ain't
that how Kanye West's mother lost her life?
Right, exactly. And everybody in the comments were saying like Cardi's gonna start a new wave that women in Hollywood are gonna start doing what she's doing.
But taking out their BBL.
Right, taking out their BBL because maybe they see what's bad about it now or something like that. I don't know. It's a little weird. I'm just as confused as you are, okay? You got the confused look.
Hey, all I'm saying is we got to stop letting Hollywood dictate our next move.
I agree. And
maybe they could get us into the groove,
right?
But we got to get out of them dictating the next move.
Right. And speaking of Hollywood, Shia LaBeouf, Transformers. You like Transformers?
I like Transformers. I like Shia LaBeouf.
He was squabbling at Mardi Gras.
He got hands?
I don't know. In the video, he looked like he was getting jumped. I don't know if he got hands or not. I don't think he got hands, but from what I know, he about that life.
Why is he crashing out?
I don't know. I saw a video of him headbutting somebody.
I think he could have been on something.
He got to be.
He got to be on something.
Or he just drunk because it's Mardi Gras. Everybody
okay,
drunk.
But what I'm saying, you think he just was sipping beer if he acted like that?
No, it ain't beer.
He probably ain't no telling what he got in his system.
Right.
But to me, he's on that. He's on something strange.
He is strange.
Right.
If you hear him talk, he is a very strange guy, but he's very talented. Very talented
as an actor.
Very talented actor. It sucks to see him
He may be talented on the screen, but maybe he ain't got no common sense because he's out there picking fights during Mardi Gras.
He getting jumped too.
Getting jumped, getting beat up, and still going on, and he's just living his life. He's just out there.
Yeah. I don't think he's
young,
Hollywood.
Wild, and crazy.
Yeah, I don't think he's part of Hollywood. Well, he's a part of Hollywood technically with his acting, but like outside of that, he's just a normal dude. Like he just want to go party and have fun.
Yeah, but what normal dude gonna go around and get beat up?
Hey, he liked to put on a show, I guess, for on and off the screen. So him in New Orleans, he was on the sidewalks and stuff, just talking to people. I don't know what sparked the arguments, but I saw a video of this dude headlocking him on the ground and telling him to stop. Like I will beat you up. Like
nobody don't want to beat up the dude from Transformers.
Nobody wanted. They was telling him to stop. Like we don't want to do this to you.
But it is a good look though.
I'm saying like this dude really don't got hands.
I'm trying to tell you, there's a good look. Hey, I beat up Shia LaBeouf. That's bragging rights. I mean, to the common man.
And everybody talking about.
You better leave them common folks alone. All they got. Look, I did the Transformers.
He don't got Bumblebee.
I did it. What I'm saying is, hey, look, I did this big Hollywood thing. You know what the common folks that he messing with gonna say?
What?
I knocked this cat out.
Yeah, and he was on Disney Channel for a little bit in the early 2000s. Everybody.
That's a feather in the cap for the common man.
Yeah, he was out today having a blast though. I don't know. he got released from jail, and I think people starting to understand that. Just squabbling ain't that big of a deal these days, I guess. Just as long as you don't got a gun in the fight.
Well, let me tell you something. Today, with Hollywood, with all the stuff that's going on with Hollywood, a lot of these people need to be more careful because they not going to be looked at.
That's true.
As with that squeaky clean image now. There's a lot of smuck. There's a lot of smuck out there with the Hollywood scene.
Right.
So a lot of people ain't gonna have that tolerance unless you they favorite. But most people they down with Hollywood right now.
Especially if you got a pass like he do, because he had a pass, drug and alcohol. So I don't know if he was on that down there, but it seemed like he was on that ready to fight. And
well, I'm gonna tell you this: if Shia LaBeouf came around, he was acting cool. That's one thing.
Right.
But if you want to act up, okay,
right.
you might catch some beats. It looked like he caught the beats down in New Orleans. He need to calm down. Maybe you send him an email, tell him Tory Lowe said you need to calm down.
I'm gonna send him an email.
Yeah, tell him. Send it to the staff.
He might come on the show. I'm serious.
Hey, maybe he can come and issue the people that he was messing with a public apology.
He could do that and make his image look a little bit better because I want to see another Transformers movie. That's all I want to see.
Oh, they definitely gonna give him another Transformers movie. Now I figure if you do good at the box office, you get another movie.
That's true. Hollywood's messed up like that. They'll put you back onto something that you're not even supposed to be on no more. And the fact that he's getting his name out there more with these fights and like talking people online, he's hugging fans on the street and stuff all the time. You see him in picture. Every time you see a picture of him or a video of him, he's doing something crazy. And
like Jackass almost?
A little bit. Just like a little bit. Like he
got money, he young.
I don't know.
He probably on drugs.
I hope not. Man.
Send him to the rehab. I'm
trying to get
when Kanye West started freaking out, they sent him to the rehab.
Man.
Then look at Lil Nas X walking down the street in the tidy whities. I'm just saying, like when them stars freak out.
Yeah, I get you though.
It'd be a lot going on in their head too.
So I'm gonna keep you updated on the Shia LaBeouf news. I'm really trying to see that next Transformers movie, man.
Yeah, look, tell him, send him an email.
I'm gonna send him an email. Talking about come on, Tory Lowe.
Yeah, tell him, pipe down.
Oh yeah,
we gonna get him some help.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, look, when we come back, we're going to have some more Pop Culture Report with Nasir Spencer. Truth Nation. Stay locked in.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
The award-winning 1017 The Truth proudly celebrates Black excellence and the most monumental moments in our history. Tune in for Dr. Ken's Trivia, spotlighting powerful facts and moments you need to know. And Tory Lowe's Our Voices, Our Stories, amplifying the youth, perspectives, and lived experiences that define who we are. Celebrating Black excellence, celebrating our history. All month long on 1017 The Truth.
Hi, this is Sherwin Hughes from 1017 The Truth, and I want to talk to you about something bigger than just buying a house. I'm talking about building a legacy. Owning a home isn't just about four walls and a roof. It's about giving your kids a place where memories are made, where birthdays are celebrated, and where they always belong. It's about planting roots, knowing your neighbors, waving from the porch, and being a part of a community that feels like family. If you've been renting and wondering if home ownership is even possible, Axe Housing is here to work with you. An Axe Housing coach will help you create a plan, a budget, and move step by step toward owning a place you can truly call your own. They've already helped over 4,000 families become homeowners, and many are paying less than they were paying for rent. Don't let where you are today stop your families tomorrow. Start your journey at axehousing.org. That is ACTShousing.org. Your legacy begins at home.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance, because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker, And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you could save between 10 and 35%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
It is time to plan for kindergarten. Will your child turn 3, 4, or 5 by September 1st? Learn about kindergarten programs and enroll now at Milwaukee Public Schools. Explore schools offering traditional kindergarten, Montessori, and more. MPS students enjoy art, music, and physical education along with reading, writing, math, and science. Bus transportation and before and after school care are available. Attend the citywide kindergarten enrollment fair on February 21st at North Division High School. Get the details at mpsmke.com/enroll.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
You don't know. I don't know if y'all know who this man is. Y'all probably been under a rock.
1017 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. Pop Culture Report brought to you by Nas Spencer. How you doing, Nas?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
Now, Nas, I need you to send another email out. I know you're busy, but I'm gonna need you to send another email out. I need you to send Stephen A. an email.
He ain't gonna answer me.
No, well, we got ESPN right here. You can pull some strings now.
That's true. Let's talk.
We actually associated with ESPN.
Right.
So
technically we co-workers in a way.
Technically,
in a way, yeah.
So
what you got though?
Maybe I have to call Evan.
Okay, yeah.
But what I'm saying is, we got to send a message to Stephen A. He got to pipe down.
He do got to pipe down
with this presidential talk, because I believe it's fluff. But he said something that stuck out to me, and this is when I knew it was all a joke, that he don't know what he's talking about.
Right.
Now, Stephen A., he was in an interview with CBS Sunday Morning, and he said if he was president, the country would not face a border crisis, and that rising crime will be addressed by increasing the presence of police on the streets.
What'd that do?
Okay, so we already know that a large police presence is not going to stop crime.
Right. It might increase it. Who knows?
No, it's just the fact that that's not how you reduce crime.
Right.
Jobs, education, and neighborhood development is how you reduce crime.
So you think this is all like a facade?
But when you talk about locking people up and throwing away the key,
right,
that let me know right there he's not qualified to be the president.
I agree. I think he don't understand.
Knowing that he's a black man, though.
Right. He probably understand that it go a little bit more deeper than that. I feel like.
I'll say this. The one thing I'll say is that when I'm listening, especially the black people, talk about when they become president, I know that he's not tapped into the culture. Now, he's probably a part of the culture. A lot of people think he's token. Yeah. A lot of people think he's stroking on the token.
Yeah.
But I'll say this, even if that was the case, when you talk about crime, the rise in crime, that's economics.
Yeah.
And that's education. Those are the only two proven ways, and jobs, 3 ways to reduce crime.
How long do you think you're going to milk this on for?
For the next 2 years till it's time to, actually put your name on the ballot.
Right. So it's time to get serious, and he have to give up that money if he actually chooses to become president, which I don't think he actually will.
I don't like to hear black people. Like, when I hear black people, especially with all of the problems we got,
right,
we need real solutions. So when you get that commercialized answer,
he know the issues that black people be going through.
Well, what I'm saying is this is the response you get on CBS, on a large media outlet, and you're trying to appease who? Everybody outside of black? That's what it, but that's what I'm saying. We already have too many people dancing when it comes to dealing with the issues in the black community. So I need you to write up I may have to write this one.
We can
I don't want to get you in the middle of it.
No, let's joint write it.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I'm going to have to set him straight a little bit.
Get him on the Pop Culture Report.
Yeah, I may have to get him to call in to the show.
I like that.
Yeah, because the sad part about it is I'm with the marketing.
Right. I like that. That's cool.
We
It's
had
smart.
just talked about this.
Yeah, it's smart.
We just talked about this. I think it's great for marketing, for his brand.
Absolutely.
I already know when it's time to run, he going, I ain't going to do it. But he got 2 years to milk the clock.
Right.
At the same time, when you saying that you're going to get more police for the rise in crime, then you don't understand what really reduces the crime in communities.
Yeah,
Police only react.
Right. I don't know if he mean more like so in New York or just all around the country. Cause
he the president.
Right. No, I'm saying, though, he bases his thoughts of New York because that's where he's from.
Well, he should really know because that's where a lot of drill rappers be at.
Right. So
come on now.
Yeah, I really ain't going to fly over there.
Yeah, right.
So that's why
I'm just saying.
He talking about border control, border crisis under my watch. We wouldn't have any border crisis or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
All this other stuff. He's saying a whole lot of, like you said, commercial stuff like that. People just
we can't do commercialized. What they say. We got to get to some real results now. It's time for real results. Our community can't take another commercialized black leader.
Yeah, we need.
We can't. We running out of space. I mean, pretty soon we gonna have to leave the neighborhood to try to find a new place to live.
Man,
it's the potholes.
You think he'd change up?
We can't get none of the properties on the block. Like we need the real solutions to hit the block.
You think he'd change up if he got elected? Like all this stuff.
I don't know. I can't tell what people gonna do. I just can only go by what they saying.
I guess, yeah.
And I got ears.
That's true.
Okay.
Hey,
he that got ears, let him hear.
We got 2 years to see if he's serious.
Come on now. He sound like Kanye West at this point.
I don't know about that. Kanye look crazy.
Kanye West actually ran.
Oh, yeah, I know. He was independent.
I don't think that Stephen A. is going to run. I said this before. I don't think he's going to run because he's going to lose $100 million because I don't think you can run for president and still be at ESPN.
No, you can't.
Okay, so why would he give up a $100 million contract plus perks for $400,000 a year?
No,
all right, so come on. That don't even come on now. This is all fluff.
It wouldn't even make sense. But look, we got another issue online that's just been going over the past 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
Man, when this first dropped, this was funny, but the second time was kind of crazy. I believe on Monday night, this I quote pro boxer named Dean the Great or something like that. He was on stream with this well-known Twitch streamer. Very cool dude. And I guess there was another guy there, and he was like with his wife. And I guess this Dean the Great dude thought it would be great to, flirt with the dude's wife right in front of him, saying, "Your wife is up for grabs." That's his words. Straight up his words. Disrespectful words. So I think, look, I don't got a wife yet, but if somebody came up to me and said, your wife or girl is up for grabs, and then you get smacked for it, I think that's a valid interaction.
So this Dean the Great going around talking to men who are UFC fighters. About their wives,
dudes, right.
About their girlfriends.
So the UFC fighter was the second dude that punched him yesterday because he was disrespecting.
Well, you going to disrespect a man in front of his girlfriend.
Right, yeah.
You may get smacked, especially if they're a professional fighter.
Yeah.
Now, he's going around with Rampage Jackson.
Yeah, Rampage Jackson.
I saw the UFC fighter that I guess they slowed it down where he actually hit him with the elbow.
Yeah, that was the second one.
The second one was the elbow.
The former MMA fighter.
Okay, so what I'm saying is either he's going around being a stool pitching or they looking for attention because he's getting beat up by these players. And Rampage Jackson, he knows how to get the attention because he was on a reality TV show with the UFC.
Right.
So he was getting knocked in the face.
Right.
So he punched drunk. So now he got this
dude that's drunk.
This young boxer going around getting punched to get the views, to get the attention.
Can't handle his
I hope they got something that they promoting because he taking some hard shots.
He taking it to the chin. He went online saying that his chin hurt, like he can't sleep. He think his jaw broke. That's what. Okay, I'm starting to think it is a little bit staged because he's talking about his jaw broke, and I'm like, we can kind of tell if your jaw was broken.
Let me tell you something. Rampage Jackson is producing this, right? All right. Anybody that get hit on camera, I'm gonna question.
That's right.
And anybody that provokes somebody on camera like that, I'm going to question the whole thing.
Right. And he was trying to stop him. That's not
normal.
He was trying to stop him, though. He was like, look, you can't be disrespecting dude like that. Andrew, I think we got a video, right? Because I think the first interaction was valid. The second one was a little bit much. Hit him with the elbow and stuff like that.
All right, we got some video on this young boxer. He 1-1, I think.
Yeah, 1-1, 2 fights.
So he already used to get knocked out.
I don't even know. Yeah, he got 1 TKO. 1 TKO.
Well, add 2 more, I guess.
Right, I guess so, yeah.
All right, so see, look at that slap. Okay.
The second was worse, though.
Come on now. This is staged. Look at Rampage. And you know Rampage know how to fight, so if that was his boy, he ain't did nothing but go, oh, snap. Like,
he said,
how you bring somebody to the party to get slapped? But he is talking reckless.
The second time, Rampage wasn't even around him, though. The second time, he was straight up disrespecting the dude, the MMA fighter.
I mean, then he must have didn't get slapped that hard because he came back for another situation where he was talking crazy. All I'm saying is this stage.
Got it.
I didn't already called it. And see, this is why I need my flag, Andrew. I need you to get the flag so I can throw the flag on the plate. This right here need the flag thrown because ain't no way you got a camera crew walking around, Rampage Jackson standing next to you, one of the toughest, baddest men on the planet.
Right.
He brought you there and letting you get beat up on the camera and he ain't do nothing. You think that would happen in real life?
I mean,
I don't think so.
I mean, okay, the first video, what is he supposed to do?
And he ain't all there. You see what his son did to the wrestler.
Okay, yeah.
Stop playing.
That's a different
You
story.
see what Rampage Jackson's son did?
I know.
His son.
Look, that's a different story.
I think his son facing real charges for beating up the wrestler.
Yeah, that was real, though.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, that's why I think it's staged.
Yeah, this one got to be staged. But the first one, it was staged. The second one, I can't tell if it was staged or not because the MMA fighter was serious and hit him with the elbow. Like, that's crazy. No, you don't see that often. Like, the first one, I feel like if anybody had a man come up to them and try to disrespect them in front of their girl, talking about your girl up for grabs, and you get smacked out the frame, I mean.
Okay, so check this out. You got the camera with you.
Okay.
I'm going to use you for example.
Okay. All right.
You got to go do interviews.
Okay.
So your job is to go out, get a reaction.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Like what? Like I'm not.
You're not gonna go and tell somebody. You know if you saying something out of pocket where you're gonna get smacked.
I wouldn't say a girl up for grabs, though. That's what I'm saying. Like that's crazy. Like if somebody said,
I don't know. You like Omarion. I don't know.
Oh man, nah. See,
you might. Hey.
No, it's different. I'm trying to tell you, it's different. It's different, man.
You see what happened to Omarion and Lil Fizz and got into it over his girlfriend.
Right. Okay. Well,
how come nobody can get smacked in that situation?
It's a different situation. I
guess,
man.
now.
Different men. Different men have different reactions.
All right, we gonna see. I'm gonna look into this.
We gonna see if it's
if they got a show come out, if they got a podcast,
I think it's coming out.
Then I think that's free. That's the promotion.
I agree with that.
He already got knocked out in his professional fight, so he
1-1.
He can take a punch. It looked like he can take a punch.
I guess so.
All right, well, Nazir, I appreciate you for coming through with the Pop Culture Report.
Of course.
Hey, look, when we come back, Truth Nation, we got guests. Stay locked in.
This Black History Moment is sponsored by Educators Credit Union and Tayback Law.
Fred Hampton was born on August 30th, 1948, and assassinated on December 4th, 1969. We've all heard the fiery speeches. We've all heard the stories of his charismatic leadership as the chairman of the Illinois chapter of the Black Panther Party. But Minister Fred Hampton, or Black Moses as he was dubbed, was much more than that. Fred Hampton believed that the only way to create lasting change in this country was for the poor and underprivileged to join forces. With this in mind, in April of 1969, Fred Hampton announced the creation of the Rainbow Coalition, a coalition that would be used to fight police brutality amongst a list of other things. With all that's going on in our country today, we could use a Black Moses. 57 years later, and here we are again with the poor and underprivileged needing to unite once again. Let's see who steps up.
This Black History Moment is sponsored by Educators Credit Union and Tayback Law.
Want to protect our planet? The air we breathe, water we drink, and land we share? Real progress begins with birds. Yes, birds. The very ones we see and hear every day. On a walk, in the park, or simply out the window. That's because birds are more than birds. They're symbols, sentinels that reveal the health of our planet and our people. And by helping them thrive, all of us thrive as well. Audubon is a place where birds matter, where habitats are protected, where communities are engaged, and where change takes flight. Because at Audubon, hope begins with birds. Progress begins with birds. It all begins with birds. Audubon.
Dad's gonna be far side, good.
What should I do with my dress?
Do little wiggles. The slate's coming in. What does it feel like when you're down or having a bad day?
It feels sad, like you just don't want to do anything.
All my little emotions in my head is just running crazy. I don't know what to do.
As a teacher or coach, do you ever feel overwhelmed supporting kids' mental health?
I had never experienced players being so down that they can't even participate.
He's just in tears in the huddle. I didn't know what to do.
Teachers need tons of help.
Kids Mental Health Foundation offers educational materials to help guide conversations with our students.
It's so important that we are constantly educating ourselves.
It's the same as the CPR class to me. We're trying to save a life here.
The Kids Mental Health Foundation has free tools and information developed by experts because kids' mental health starts with all of us. Scan the QR code or check out kidsmentalhealthfoundation.org to get started.
We are the home of Milwaukee Black Talk. 1017 FM, 1510 AM WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Justice, Wisconsin, the truth, the most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM, the movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory Low, the truth, from 1 to 4. We about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory Low from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready.
101.7 The Truth. Tory Low Show, live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. The movement continues. The marathon continues right here on 101.7 The Truth. Thank you for joining me for the second hour of the Tory Low Show. And I put out a call to the poets. I said, who got something powerful to say for Black History Month? And Andrew was filtering through the poems. And today we got Shay O'Connell.
Yes, sir.
Get your headphones on. Now, Shay says that it's Black History Month, but she has inspirational poetry. And we don't discriminate here on The Truth, on 101.7 The Truth. It's Black History Month. We want some powerful poetry.
Right.
And you say this is what you do. You do poetry. How long you been doing poetry?
I would say I've been writing poetry most of my life.
Get your mic close to yourself. Get closer to the mic.
Is this better now?
Yeah, that's
okay.
That's good.
I've been writing most of my life. I started publishing my poetry in 2022.
Mm-hmm.
I just most of the time writing has just been a way for me to get through like any struggles that I'm having. So kind of began as just a motivation for myself, be able to get through hard days and struggles.
So you feel like the struggle is real. Struggle is universal.
Correct. And what ended up happening is I started sharing my poetry online, and a lot of people could relate to it. And what I'm writing is obviously particular to situations that I'm going through, but I write it in a really general way. So when I started to share it, people that aren't like me started to also find power and meaning in it. So that kind of started to push me in a direction where I was like, if this could, other than help myself, be a way to help other people, like, why wouldn't I do that?
Well, like I said, I put the call out there, and you, I guess Andrew, and he had to look through all of the different submissions, and I think that many times I just want to hear something powerful.
Right.
So if you feel that you got something powerful for the audience, I'm here for it.
I think a big part of what I like to write about and what's powerful about it is the fact that struggle is sometimes, I think, like glamorized, and a lot of it is it's hard. we can say, like, we want to look for better days, but when you're through it, like, sometimes it's hard to see it like that.
What do you think is Black History Month? How do you feel about Black history?
I feel Black history in this country, at least, we don't highlight it enough as we should. And on top of that, I feel like African American history, I think that's American history. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's integral to what our country is. And so I feel like that struggle is like almost representative of almost the meaning of struggle. Do you know what I mean?
Do you do any poetry nights?
At this time, no, I don't. I mostly share a lot of my poetry online. So through like my Facebook and through like all my different Instagram, TikTok, all my different social media channels. That's how I kind of really started picking up speed. And then that's when I started publishing my books and I actually started getting orders.
Okay, well, look, the request went out there.
Right.
Some powerful poetry for Black History Month. Once again, we don't discriminate. You know, Andrew, when he said that, you was white, I was like, oh, wow.
Right.
During February, I mean, it is what it is, but maybe you have a powerful...
Well, and I think
it's important. We're going to hear in a
like
second, we're going to hear what's powerful from your writings, and that's all I need to be...
Right.
You know, you're a poet.
Yeah. And like I said, I think struggle is just struggle and overcome, and that can be pretty much put on anything, so...
Do you think that white people need to apologize for what happened in slavery?
I just think that white people have to just do their part in the fact that they are in higher places. So just for the fact that they are white. So in a lot of ways, even in terms of like the current political climate, I feel like it is for a lot of white people to do more of the emotional labor, to take those chances and risks, just because how history is played out, they're, regardless of if they have nothing, a lot of times they're higher up just because of that, unfortunately, the way that history
the way the world works. Yeah.
Right. So I feel like there is, and I think, too, it's important for white people to try to set that standard in terms of setting an example across the board of what they expect and holding high standards for each other in that matter. And if that means you have to stand alone and do what's right, I think it's a part of like having to take that risk and to really say that you not even like understand, because I don't think at any degree a white person could really understand because they don't and they didn't grow up that way. So I think it's kind of like a duty. I think it's like a responsibility in terms of how the country has turned out.
All right, well, what is your first poem? What is the name of it?
My poems don't have names. A lot of them, they're really like self-reflections. Like I said, I write them from like a perspective like I'm writing it, but when I read it, when you hear it, it might be something that you would, maybe like your friend would say to you, or like something that like you would want to think about personally just as a way to like get through the next day.
Okay. Well, we ready? We ain't got no sound, or we ain't got no... You see, DJ Brother Z used to get the intro going. Now I guess it's just raw and dry. We just going in.
Oh, give me a break.
I'm just saying. I mean, come on, get the production going. All right. Well, look, we got Shay O'Connell in studio, and you don't have a name for this one. You just.
I was gonna read at least about 6 of them. They don't have names. The way that I just have it is that there's pretty much a poem on every page, but they're short anecdotes.
Well, let's listen.
Okay. Sometimes you're faced with problems just to prove to yourself that you could get through them all along. The hard days will keep coming, but your response to them will change. You can either crumble under the weight of your potential, or you can live in it, even if it's a minute at a time, until it becomes your reality. There was a time where you didn't know you'd make it, where you are now. What you thought was impossible somehow fell together. So hold on to faith that you will keep pushing your limits. You have to imagine a future where you can accomplish your goals exactly where you are, right here, right now. I'm gonna do like one more from here. My last one is from my next book. So.
Once again,
Shay
we got Shay O'Connell in the studio for the powerful poetry reading that we, Andrew definitely surprised me with this one, but it was powerful. You know what? What is the name of the book?
This book is called The Process.
Okay.
So it's basically, there are 3 books in the series. In the beginning, this one, The Process, is about how the beginning, basically the fact that the healing process and the process of getting through struggles and turmoil and burdens, it's not pretty. It's not like a, kind of glamorized thing that I think a lot of times we try to make it out to be, like the whole kind of like positivity thing. I think a lot of times that can be a little detrimental because that's not, even if when we talk in terms of like African-American history, like it's not pretty. You know what I mean? The struggle is not pretty. But I think a lot of the power is the fact that it's looking at it in a more realistic way than trying to like make it what it's
okay,
not.
so you got one more?
Yes, one more, and this one is going to be the last book in the series is called The Journey, and it's basically about more so that the whole journey, your whole life's work, your whole struggle, it all has purpose and meaning, and you basically can kind of, no matter what, you can get good from it, even if it doesn't feel good going through it.
All right, well, let's hear it.
You would have never known how strong you are if you never had to carry what you did. And that's it.
That's it?
Yeah.
All right. Guess that's it. Well, look, I appreciate you for coming on. This was definitely a surprise,
I mean,
Andrew, when he came in, he was like, "Hey, we got a poet," and I said, "Okay, we got all different kinds of poetry coming through." So once again, we appreciate you for coming in.
Yeah, thank you for having me. Either way, I mean, like I said, I appreciate that I could be a part of, positivity.
Black History Month.
Yeah, I'm so happy I could be part of Black History Month. Yes.
All right, well, look, when we come back, Truth Nation, we'll have more conversation. Stay locked in.
You are listening to The Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. On Friday night, the Milwaukee Panthers head to Michigan to take on Horizon League Conference foe, the Detroit Mercy Titans.
And Dorcia slip it right at the top. Elam contested 3, and it doesn't matter. He buried it anyway. 20 to shoot. Elam will. No on the 3 to the top. Ricochet. Dorcius. He'll take the 3, and he'll bury it.
Scott Warris has the coverage starting at 5:30 p.m. on 1017 The Truth and the Milwaukee Panthers Sports Network from Learfield. Tip-off happens at 6 o'clock.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on where you purchase insurance and by state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Many wins. Many wins. Waiting at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. This February, you could break the bank and get down with a share of $300,000 in prizes. Bust out your rewards card and play to earn entries. It all goes down with Thursday drawings. Break the bank. Only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
Hi, this is Sherwin Hughes from 1017 The Truth, and I want to talk to you about something bigger than just buying a house. I'm talking about building a legacy. Owning a home isn't just about 4 walls and a roof. It's about giving your kids a place where memories are made, where birthdays are celebrated, and where they always belong. It's about planting roots, knowing your neighbors, waving from the porch, and being a part of a community that feels like family. If you've been renting and wondering if home ownership is even possible, Axe Housing is here to work with you. An Axe Housing coach will help you create a plan, a budget, and move step by step toward owning a place you can truly call your own. They've already helped over 4,000 families become homeowners, and many are paying less than they were paying for rent. Don't let where you are today stop your families tomorrow. Start your journey at axehousing.org. That is ACTS housing.org. Your legacy begins at home.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
It's over. Tory Lowe, Tory Lowe, Tory Lowe. Gotta tell him, bro. Gotta tell him, bro. Tory Lowe, Tory Lowe, Tory Lowe. Gotta tell him, bro. Gotta tell him, bro. Hey. Ghetto John Brown, 27, standing for the home team. Neighborhood hero, post traumatic soul scream. Advocate, advocate. Wanna know how to give. Whose idea was it to blast a trick? Once they get back in the way, it's over. Ghetto John Brown, 27, standing for the home team. Neighborhood hero, post traumatic soul scream. Advocate, advocate.
1017 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. Hey, look, this is the month that we want poets to come through. Definitely was a surprise. Definitely was a surprise that and you know, Andrew, my producer, you know, he got them lined up. I guess we got 7 poets left. How many poets we got left?
We got more than that now, Tor. We have more scheduled as well.
How many we got left total?
I think we have about 6 or 7 left. Yeah.
Okay, so 6 or 7 coming through. Okay, well, give me a heads up if it's Black History Month. If you got give me a little heads up, because I was kind of nervous a little bit.
I thought you both did great.
No, what I'm saying is, I didn't want her to say, I didn't know what to ask, because I didn't want. I'm just here for the powerful poetry at this point.
Thought the poetry was really powerful.
Okay, well, I want to talk about this. Mark Zuckerberg is set to testify in landmark trial over social media addiction. Now, a lot of y'all y'all been addicted to social media. I had this conversation last year, but now Mark Zuckerberg is set to testify, and I guess they're getting closer to maybe, seems like, suing over people with addiction from social media. But my question of the day is, what social media site are you addicted to? Like, what social media site are you addicted to? Right now, this is Facebook. A lot of y'all scrolling all day. What social media site do you spend the most time on, and why? That's the question of the day. Is it Facebook? Is it TikTok? Is it YouTube? Is it a combination of everything? Andrew, get that in the chat. Get something in the chat. What social media site are you addicted to? Facebook, TikTok, YouTube? Some of y'all addicted to Tinder. Some of y'all on these dating sites. Some of y'all running wild on these dating sites. But let me know. 833-212-1017. But Mark Zuckerberg is set to testify in landmark trial over social media addiction claims. If you're watching this, we broadcast live, you might have some money coming. You might have a check coming. When they do them class action lawsuits, you might only get $27, but hey, it's a little something for your addiction. Hey, look, if you're watching this, we broadcast live, we got video. Let's listen.
This morning, Mark Zuckerberg set to take the witness stand. The man in charge of Facebook and Instagram will face questions under oath about whether his social media platform deliberately targets children with addictive design features. A 20-year-old woman who's also suing YouTube claims the apps hooked her with features like instant notifications, autoplay, and infinite scrolling, which she claims caused her depression and suicidal thoughts. She began using social media at the age of 6. Some legal analysts say jurors may have a tough time buying her argument.
They're pointing at KGM, and that's the name for the 19-year-old who's the plaintiff in this case. They're pointing at KGM and saying, yes, there could be some negative things about social media, but let's talk about her, that before she got into social media, she had already had a therapist. There was already issues with her, and that's what caused a lot of the mental and physical issues that she's arguing with, not social media.
An Instagram executive testified last week that keeping teens safe is in the company's financial interest, saying, quote, "It's really hard to imagine any instance where prioritizing safety isn't good for revenue." This will be Zuckerberg's first testimony in court on the potential dangers of social media.
I think that there are harms that we need to work to mitigate.
He's previously testified before Congress, including this fiery exchange in 2024, when he addressed parents who said their children were exploited or harmed online.
Would you like now to apologize to the victims who have been harmed by your product? Show them the pictures. Would you like to apologize for what you've done to these good people?
I'm sorry for everything that you've all been through. It's terrible. No one should have to go through the things that your families have suffered. And this is why we invested so much and are going to continue doing industry-leading efforts to make sure that no one has to go through the types of things that your families have had to suffer.
All right. Well, they made him apologize right there on the spot. You know, I'll say this. Some of y'all addicted. Some of y'all on these social media sites scrolling for hours. You know, up all night, can't even sleep, addicted. Maybe you need to seek help. I don't know. But I want to know, what social media site in particular are you addicted to, and why? Why you can't put it down? Why you can't shut the phone off? 833-212-1017. What social media site are you addicted to? Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, or other? It's all kinds of sites out here. But we got the big three up. I think YouTube possibly could trump Instagram. I think YouTube can trump Instagram, but not TikTok and Facebook. Which is a bigger site? Instagram or YouTube?
I think YouTube has more people on it, but I just think about like our daily lives. Right. I know you and I send each other Instagrams all the time.
Right, but they got Reels on YouTube too.
Yeah, and we do pretty well there.
Yeah, so what I'm saying is, are you scrolling and you can't put the phone down? Because people are suing. People got lawsuits now, and you may be owed some cash. 833-212-1017. What social media site you cannot put down? Now, I'm looking in the chat. Josh says, I think TikTok is definitely more addictive. You can look up anything and scroll all day, including ads. Reginald brings up a good point. Do we sue Ford Motor Company, Jack Daniels Distillery, or both? No, what I'm saying is if you can find a lawyer that can find an angle, you can almost sue anybody. Will you win it? I don't know. But lawsuits cost money, so when you go after somebody, you initiating war. So a lot of y'all ain't gonna never sue nobody because you ain't got $50,000 to maybe $100,000 to pull it off. And maybe more than that when it comes to Facebook. Whoever trying to do the lawsuit against Mark Zuckerberg, trust me, they paying millions of dollars. They are paying millions of dollars. If they win, they're gonna win big. They're gonna win big. But what they say, take money to make money. So you're not gonna go after the big fish without spending a couple million. I understand what I'm saying. You're not gonna just write this up and thinking it's gonna be a walk in the park. So if he's in front of Congress, a congressional or a subcommittee, somebody got some dollars behind this. Somebody is suing. So whoever made him come out from under the shadows and to that meeting, they got some money. He didn't just walk up in there just because. So they're saying that it's an addiction. Are you addicted to social media? Now, I'll tell you this. I've seen more people. What did Promise was on the show? He said they got text neck. Like their neck always bent down and they working with their fingers, texting with their feet. He said text neck. That's what he called it. But I've never seen a whole bunch of people sit at a table and not talk to each other. And I see people sitting down now and they're talking through the phone. They're texting each other while they're sitting at the dinner table. Sending reels. This is where we're going. That's why I tried to tell y'all it's a new generation coming up now. That's why they getting rid of Oprah Winfrey. They finna get rid of all them folks with the Epstein files, and they finna bring in the people that's tech savvy, and a new regime is gonna be here in the next 5 years. And it's gonna be all technological, and you may have to stand in line. You might hear Siri tell you, where to go, where to go get something to eat.
What social media are you addicted to?
I think I use Facebook the most. I think Facebook, because Facebook is where the mom and pop, I call Facebook the mom and pops of all social media. Your auntie's on there, your grandma on there. I don't got aunties and grandmas on. Now, there's some aunties and grandmas on Instagram, but they don't look like it. They competing. The aunties and grandmas on Instagram is competing. They all about that action. But on Facebook, you get the uncles, aunties that don't really do social media, but they do Facebook. And to me, it works better for me to be on Facebook because it's community driven. Now, I think Instagram you can post some community ideas on Instagram and TikTok, but I believe that it's a lot of elders on Facebook. So to me, Facebook works because when I need information, I can reach the whole family. I believe many times the whole family got a Facebook, but I don't think the whole family has a TikTok or Instagram or YouTube. 833-212-1017. When we come back, I want to talk about something that's going on in City Hall between two common council members that's making this round through the city and on social media. Hey, they writing up reports. They drafting censored documents. We're going to talk about it when we get back. Truth Nation, stay locked in.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Join me every Friday at 11 a.m. for the Milwaukee Experience with Sherwin Hughes, presented by Visit Milwaukee. We're a city that knows how to celebrate, where the calendar is packed with festivals, the plates are piled high with flavor, and a lakefront sunrise sets the stage. Here in Milwaukee, every street leads to something worth savoring, a place that welcomes you with open arms and where joy is shared in bites, beats, and cheers. The Milwaukee Experience every Friday at 11 a.m. exclusively on The Truth with Sherwin Hughes, presented by Visit Milwaukee.
Truth Nation, it's time once again to celebrate excellence, passion, and the power of community at the second annual Truth Community Awards, happening Friday, February 20th at Venue 3 inside the 3rd Street Market Hall in downtown Milwaukee. This award show will honor the unsung heroes who show up, give back, and make a positive impact in our community every single day. We are rolling out the red carpet and showing love to those who truly deserve it. Buy your tickets now by visiting 1017thetruthAwards.com. Tickets are just $20, which includes free food and exclusive Truth giveaways. Join the 1017 The Truth team for an unforgettable night of entertainment, inspiration, and community pride at the second annual Truth Community Awards on Friday, February 20th at Venue 3 in Milwaukee. The Truth Community Awards are presented by Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Gruber Law Offices, Steinhoffels, Milwaukee College Prep, Cousin Subs, Venue 3 at the 3rd Street Market Hall, and the Milwaukee Bucks Foundation.
Real talent is defined by what people can do, not where they learn to do it. So by stopping at the education section of a resume, you might throw away the perfect hire. You might miss someone who has valuable skills to offer to help your business thrive right now and in the future. Because the truth is this: Skills First Hiring helps you see talent others miss, like more than 70 million stars, skilled through alternative routes. When you let their story unfold, you gain a competitive advantage, because hiring managers who start with skills are 60% more likely to find a successful hire. See the real person, complete. See what others miss. Hire skills first. Learn why it's a competitive advantage at tearthepaperceiling.org. Brought to you by Opportunity at Work and the Ad Council.
This is Associated Bank Sports Update on 101.7. The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Nazir Spencer. The Milwaukee Bucks are close to being back to action as All-Star break continues. Their next game is in New Orleans on Friday night. NBA is back in full tomorrow night. The Brewers squad workouts are underway this week with spring training ramping up this weekend. Principal owner Mark Ananasio spoke to the media in Arizona.
There's a lot of competition in our division, and anybody who thinks there's anything, they can go take a bat and hit against Paul Skeens, you know. And so we take nothing for granted, but, you know, we feel good this year.
Spring training kicks off on Saturday. You can listen to the action on 620 WTMJ Radio. In college hoops, the Badgers fall heavy to Ohio State 86-69, likely losing their just-earned ranked status. Marquette faces number 17 ranked St. John's tonight at the Pfizer. The UW-Milwaukee will face the Detroit Mercy on Friday evening. This Sports Update brought to you by Associated Bank, proudly supporting your hometown teams, member FDIC.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Seven The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. Look, it's Black History Month, and I want to bring this story to the forefront. A black developer is making waves in Milwaukee with 40 new homes in the Armani neighborhood. A black developer has put 40 new homes in the Armani neighborhood. This is sounding powerful. If you're watching this rebroadcast live, we got some audio and video on this. I like to see this. I like to see development. I like to see that this black developer is actually doing something powerful and positive. Let's check out this news article.
I have family in the neighborhood.
One man is leaving a mark on the city that raised him.
Pancho! Hey, what's up, man? I'm good. Good seeing you out here.
Michael Amem grew up in one of the most impoverished zip codes in the country, Milwaukee's 53206.
When my mother first moved to Milwaukee, I used to live literally a block away from this development.
He studied architecture and carpentry at Bradley Tech High School, designing his first house at just 19 years old. And after college, started his own design and real estate firm.
So this is home for me. This is where my roots are.
From his roots, he's created branches of success all over Milwaukee. The mixed-income apartment buildings on MLK Drive, modern apartments on National Avenue on the south side. He was part of the regentrification of Tannery Row on Water Street, and he's a key player in the construction of the new public museum. His next endeavor, affordable single-family homes in the Amani neighborhood.
So Michael and his team have been building single-family homes on Milwaukee's north side for years, like here near 21st and Walnut, where he says all of these homes are theirs, and now they're pushing to create more neighborhoods just like this.
It's really important to us to build the homes as fast as possible.
MM is working with nonprofits to build a bridge to ownership in 40 new houses.
So this house will be rented to families making at or below 50% area median income. So for a family of three, that's approximately $50,000 a year. A family of four is approximately $55,000 a year.
Ideally, a family would pay about $1,000 a month in rent while building equity and the opportunity to buy the house after 15 years.
This is just one component of a much larger plan to address housing stability, housing, affordability in Milwaukee.
The goal, to invest in what he calls one of the most disinvested and worst crime zip codes in the country.
Because there's a need. And again, if we won't, the people from the community who know the community, who have the tacit knowledge of the community, who believes in the community, if we won't do it, then who else will?
Hey, look, however we trying to build, many times when we look at somebody doing something in this way when it comes to building, I think a lot of it, sometimes is attached to a lot of affordable housing, but however it's going down, I think that's amazing that they're even allowing us, or not even allowing us, that this man was able to build 40 new homes, or be a part of getting 40 new homes in the Omani neighborhood. I think that should be saluted. Once again, we're going to keep our eyes on this development because y'all know what happened with the last development. It had some chemicals in the building, and they had to move all the people out. So let's hope that this is a better idea, well thought out. And maybe we can just kind of capitalize from that. It's 2026. We're gonna take the win. We're gonna take the win with this one. But I gotta go down to City Hall. There's been some bickering going down at City Hall for the last couple weeks. People have been going back and forth bickering in City Hall. Andrew, Jose Perez was in the middle of this one too. We got some audio on what's going on downtown right here in the city of Milwaukee with some council members, black and brown. Let's listen.
Start tonight with an argument and allegations between two Milwaukee Common Council members.
The sources say two Milwaukee Common Council members have been removed from committees after a verbal argument inside City Hall.
Both are responding with different versions of what happened. Alderwoman Jocasta Zamarripa has filed a formal complaint. Catherine Merck has the story tonight live from City Hall. Catherine.
Jessup and Natalie, good evening. Sources here inside City Hall tell me that they could hear yelling from inside the council members' offices on the day of a press briefing last week. Those same sources tell us that there was a confrontation between District 2 Alderman Mark Chambers and District 8 Alderperson Jocasta Zamarripa over ICE operations in the city. And the situation escalated with multiple people attempting to intervene. In a statement late this afternoon, Zamarripa said, quote, "I was confronted in my office, verbally berated and physically intimidated in a way that made me feel trapped and unable to safely exit. The comments were gendered and demeaning. This is not the first time I've experienced hostility from this individual." Now, immediately after she released that statement, we reached out to Alderman Mark Chambers, and we just got a response into the newsroom literally in the last few minutes here. So I'm going to read that off of my phone to you. He says, in part, the public account provided by Alderman Zamarripa and sources do not accurately reflect what occurred. He went on to say here, "I will willingly and fully participate in any investigation into this incident." That's cited here. Now, part of our reporting tonight as a result of this situation, Alderman Peter Burgelis confirmed to us that he drafted a motion of censure but has not filed it with the city clerk yet. He said he's holding it until the third-party department investigation is completed. If filed, the last time a Milwaukee Common Council member was censured was when Mike McGee clashed with other city officials over racial issues back in 1990. Now, as part of our reporting tonight, we also reached out to Common Council President Jose Perez about what this restructuring could look like with some of the committees as a result of this situation. We have not heard back at this hour.
Now, both of these council members released statements about what the incident was and what happened. A lot of the media outlets are writing stories on this, but Alderman Mark Chambers, the one thing that when I see stories like this, I see that there's a man involved and a female involved. So how was this something that was ongoing, and what are the details? Now, they're saying that according to several sources, they could be heard shouting, dropping F-bombs. This is what they said. F-bombs was dropped. The Mark Chambers goes on to say that he doesn't agree with the way. What is this? How do you say that last name again? And what's her first name? Jocasta. I can't, the last name is Zampriya, but Jocasta, we're going to call her Jocasta, and Mark Chambers. I guess they were having an argument of legislation that was being wrote up, or, a discussion from what I'm seeing, and that Jose Perez was the one that, well, at least according to Alderman Mark Chambers, that led them into the room. So it ain't like he stormed into her room. He was brought there by the Common Council president, and he said there were other people in the room. So what are these other people saying? Both people have released statements. Jocasta have said that she felt threatened. She felt threatened by Mark Chambers, and he was how when it's a black man, they big, black, and loud. When you raise your voice, they I almost cried. She says she almost shedded tears. This is where I say, they want you to get out here with the bullhorn and get loud, but if you get loud in a room, you might get rolled up. They don't want. Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. I believe that this was something that they were talking about, a heated conversation about ICE and what to do and formulating legislation. It kind of, you get loud. In this situation, I don't believe now that the media has taken a hold of it and running with this, it's just getting messy. And it didn't help that Deborah wrote what she wrote. Jocasta wrote what she wrote, and she made it seem like she was intimidated. But that's the first thing they're going to do when there's a black man involved. Jocasta, I'm intimidated and I'm afraid, and so now he looks like the big monster, big black monster. When really, he was led there to have a conversation. Words got exchanged. Sounds like some F-bombs was dropped. And that was it. Now they losing their positions on these boards and everything. But, hey, they want you to be out here on the front lines fighting for different causes. Understand what I'm saying, Truth Nation? But then when you get, it's intimidating when you start expressing how you feel in a setting where they weren't the only two in the room. Here we go. Then we got another article on this. Wasn't there 2 articles on this? Well, we got something else. A Milwaukee alderman regrets telling city to prepare for ICE surge despite no confirmation. We're going to talk about that when we get back. What's going on downtown? And Jose Perez, what is he? Is he in the middle of all of this? Hey, look, when we come back, we're going to have more conversation, Truth Nation. Stay locked in.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Truth Nation, something big is coming. The Summerfest lineup you've been waiting for is dropping soon, and 1017 The Truth is getting you ready early. From February 16th through February 19th, we're giving you a chance to win T-Mobile 9-day power passes so you can experience it all. Listen throughout the day for your shot to win and get plugged in before the official lineup announcement. Don't miss out, the countdown is on. Only on 1017 The Truth.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance, because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you could save between 10 and 35%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all. It's not just a slogan, but the way of life at Gruber Law Offices. If you've been injured, call our team today. We've represented tens of thousands of injured Wisconsinites for more than 30 years. Trust Wisconsin's own Gruber Law Offices, proud partner of your Milwaukee Bucks. One call, that's all.
Hi, this is Sherwin Hughes from 1017 The Truth, and I want to talk to you about something bigger than just buying a house. I'm talking about building a legacy. Owning a home isn't just about four walls and a roof. It's about giving your kids a place where memories are made, where birthdays are celebrated, and where they always belong. It's about planting roots, knowing your neighbors, waving from the porch, and being a part of a community that feels like family. If you've been renting and wondering if home ownership is even possible, Axe Housing is here to work with you. An Axe Housing coach will help you create a plan, a budget, and move step by step toward owning a place you can truly call your own. They've already helped over 4,000 families become homeowners, and many are paying less than they were paying for rent. Don't let where you are today stop your families tomorrow. Start your journey at axehousing.org. That is ACTShousing.org. Your legacy begins at home.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
One 1017 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. Look, before we went to break, we was talking about Mark Chambers, Alderman Mark Chambers, and Alderman Joe Casa, and this dispute they was having. Well, I see that now that Alderman Mark Chambers have released a statement, and due to Joe Casa's statements of her feeling threatened, I guess that he released this statement. He said, I was brought into the Alderwoman's office by Common Council President Jose Perez to discuss an email I had previously sent to those members regarding pending legislation and their disagreement. Prior to entering the Alderwoman's office, 4 council members were already present in the room. I was surprised to find multiple colleagues present. I did not initiate this gathering, nor did I enter the office uninvited or with intent to intimidate. I was not the aggressor in the interaction. For the record, voices were raised by everyone in the room during this exchange. At no point did I physically block, threaten, or prevent anyone from leaving, nor did I misuse my authority in any way. While the discussion was candid and at moments intense, as can happen when elected officials engage passionately on issues affecting their constituents, raising voices or strong disagreement should not be misrepresented as intimidation, abuse, or misconduct. He was trying to, he was trying to straighten all that out, because, when they say it's 2 things a black man don't want to hear. Black man with a gun, you don't want to hear that ain't gonna come out too well. And black man intimidation. Masculinity, when your voice get loud, when the bass in your voice get it, everything cool until that bass hit. Till that bass in your voice hit, now the whole house quiet. You know what I mean? I'm trying to tell you. So whatever this is, I think it's being, at least from what I'm seeing, if it's 4 other people in the room and everybody's in this room, where they side of the story at? That's all I'm saying. Now, I didn't have many times where I had to speak up and people, everybody talking loud. And when I got loud, I'm not trying to fight or intimidate nobody. I'm just, you got loud the way you got loud, and just because my voice can roar louder than yours, that don't mean you got to shrink. Prove your point. Hey, it's a lot going on in down there. Hey, look, first it was like it was a story about Jose Perez getting his butt touched on. You know what I mean? And I don't know what happened with that. I guess then they came back, said he had a building where somebody got a license, and then he was going to benefit. So that was a violation, of the law. Now we got this going on. What's going on down at City Hall? What's really going on? Every other day is some dispute or something in the media. They need a camera down there. They need that reality. They need a reality TV show down at the City Hall right now. I thought black and brown supposed to stick together. Well, until y'all have a disagreement, I guess. Hey, look, long as you fighting against ICE, I guess. I don't know. I'm just. And they agree on what they was trying to do against ICE. It was just the little details that they was fighting over. They both agree of what the legislation was supposed to do. Is just little details in there that they didn't agree with, but they both was on the same page to get it done. And now due to whatever the little disagreements was, now he all over the news as intimidating. Now, I ain't cool with none of these folks, but I can smell something when it smells spoiled. When something smelling spoiled, I'm going to talk about it. I don't know Mark Chambers like that. I don't know the female alderwoman like that. But they quick to put him in the news as the angry bear. He trying to say, hey, look, it's other people that was around. The fact that I was able to speak my piece the way I wanted to speak it, and you spoke it the way you wanted to speak it, you said what you said, I said what I said. That's what basically he was saying. Then he look up on the news and somebody scared and intimidated. And it's other people in the room already, so they brought him to the room. Okay, y'all tell me what that sound like. Sound like if you down there at the Common Council, sound like you got to keep your head on a swivel. How y'all working together to do something against ICE, and the black man end up getting put in the trash? That's what it looked like. They trying to put him in the trash. Anytime you got to write up a press release to explain yourself, and now they investigating, they both done got kicked off of committees. How y'all going against ICE and all this going on? It sounds like ICE gonna win. Look, if this the leadership and y'all supposed to been coming together to do something in unity, y'all messed that up. But I told y'all, hey, mind your own black business. If he'd have listened to the Tory Lowe show and mind his own black business, he wouldn't have never been in the news. It wouldn't have never went left like this because he wouldn't have even been a part of it. He was trying to help them out. Sound like he was trying to draft up something to help them out. Help the folks out on the South Side out. Mind your own black business. I told y'all. See, he don't listen to the show. And when he listened, but he probably listened, but he had to go through it. He had to go through it to figure out it wasn't all sweet like that. Cross says if they were getting the work done at City Hall, things would get done. If they were getting the work done at City Hall, things would get done. All I'm saying is the common denominator in all these stories is Jose Perez. I ain't saying he down there causing mischief, but he definitely been on the news in the middle of some extra. And he the common council president. I ain't never heard this much about Jose Perez in the media for mess until the last couple months. Jose Perez, what's going on, man? Get that under control down there. They had this. I think they stood up and had the press conference against ICE. I seen a clip where they were standing with the signs. But this is happening behind the scenes. Divided, y'all gonna fall. Y'all can't do this. Y'all can't be doing this in the public, and then y'all talking about fight against ICE. Mark Chambers, stand down. I told y'all last year. But you thought you was finna do something good and ended up in the front of the newspaper explaining yourself in all the publications because they made you the big angry bear. That's what they did. He looked like the angry bear in this. But I understand. He walked into the setup. They told him to come over there. And he got ambushed, I guess. How y'all go from, hey, come over here, let's figure this out. Alderman's in the room. They end up arguing. You don't hear the names of none of these other. He said everybody's voice rose in the situation. Obviously, he was trying to figure out what was going on. And now he the one that's getting ousted. He should have minded his own business. He should have stuck to the issues in his own district. There's plenty problems in his own district he could have been working on. Now he might not even win the next election, because now he didn't put himself out there in a bad way trying to help somebody or trying to write up something. Okay, I'm finna go to break. I told y'all, mind your own black business in 2026. It's enough problems in the black community, and you up there working on something with ICE, and now look what he did. Look what happened. I ain't trying to say I told you so, but I told you so. Hey, look, when we come back, we'll have more conversation, Truth Nation. Stay locked in. This Black History Month, 1017 The Truth, opening up the mic to Milwaukee's youth. Young boys and girls sharing what Black history means to them in their own words. I'll be reading and sharing your submissions with the 1017 The Truth audience all month long. Our voices, our stories. If you know a young person with something to say, share their message on social media, tag @ToryLow_King or 1017 The Truth. Let's amplify their stories together. Tune into the award-winning 1017 The Truth's Community Spotlight this Wednesday at 3:57 p.m. between The Tory Lowe Show and The Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris. We'll be speaking with Deshaun Ewing from the Community Advocates Public Policy Institute. He will share how the Public Policy Institute addresses the root causes of poverty through policy advocacy and community collaboration on economic and public health issues. Again, that's the Community Spotlight this Wednesday with Community Advocates Public Policy Institute at 3:57 p.m. on the award-winning 1017 The Truth.
Day one, diagnosis day. The hardest day. The day you hear,
I'm sorry, this is a type of blood cancer.
But day one is just one day. At the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, we are here to help you move past day one.
On day 45, I discovered an online community who shared great tips for in-treatment care.
I missed a lot of school during treatment, and LLS helped me keep up.
We are here for you. We exist for everyone fighting leukemia, lymphoma, myeloma, and other types of blood cancer.
On day 185, LLS helped me file my insurance claims properly.
Day 5,840 and counting, and I'm still in remission.
To learn more and get help on day 1, day 2, day 983, or any day, please visit LLS.org or call 1-800-955-4572. That's LLS.org, 1-800-955-4572.
I slept in a lot of different rooms, different beds, but none of them really felt like mine. I spent 14 years in foster care, mostly in group homes. And I never had much stuff because I always had to be ready to move. Why get things if you just have to let them go?
There are more than 100,000 children in foster care waiting to be adopted. The Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption is working to help find them a forever family and a permanent home of their own.
Now I have my own room with walls that tell my story. I love hanging out in here. I play dress up with my sisters and I sing and make videos. But the best part, knowing I'll always have a place to go and a family that loves and supports me.
If you have room in your home or your heart, see how you can help at davethomasfoundation.org.
Want to protect our planet? The air we breathe, water we drink, and land we share? Real progress begins with birds. Yes, birds. The very ones we see and hear every day, on a walk, in the park, or simply out the window. That's because birds are more than birds. They're symbols, sentinels that reveal the health of our planet and our people. And by helping them thrive, all of us thrive as well. Audubon is a place where birds matter, where habitats are protected, where communities are engaged, and where change takes flight. Because at Audubon, hope begins with birds. Progress begins with birds. It all begins with birds. Audubon.
Truth Nation, stand up and tap in. This is 1017 FM, 1510 AM WGKB Waukesha and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Justice, Wisconsin, the truth, the most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM, the movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory Low, the truth. From 1 to 4, we about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory Low from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready.
101.7 The Truth. Tory Low Show, live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. The movement continues. The marathon continues right here on 101.7 The Truth. Thank you for joining me for the third hour of the Tory Low Show. And it's more drama coming from City Hall. I can't make this up. I'm just telling y'all what's happening. Now, some of y'all already, if y'all following what's going on with what's downtown, y'all already didn't, y'all shaking y'all heads right now. But I'm going to tell you this. A couple weeks ago, like maybe a month or so ago, it was people posting fake ideas that ICE was in Milwaukee. I'm talking about like it was in Minnesota. ICE been here. Understand what I'm saying? They've been here. But it wasn't at the level that was going on in Minnesota. And so people was making a post to get everybody riled up, like it was going to go down like it was going down in Minnesota. And I came on the air. And some people was trying to tell me, oh, no, you don't know what you're talking about. I said, no. I'm knee deep out here in the city. I know if it would have been something going on, I don't even go around that stuff. People just going to hit me up and tell me, Tory, this is what's going on. I got antennas all over the city, all over the state. I'm going to know what's happening. So when they was making up these false accusations that ICE was out here like how they was doing in Minnesota, I said that this is not happening like that. They here, they may be doing stuff, but it's not happening at that level. They building a facility here. I know they here. But a Milwaukee alderman is backtracking, regrets telling the city to prepare for ICE surge despite no confirmation. They backtracking now. They're just trying to get everybody excited. A Milwaukee alderman regrets telling the city to prepare for an ICE surge despite no confirmation. And I said it wasn't nothing going on out here like that. But now he just proving what I've been telling you. I told y'all this weeks ago. We got some video on this if you're watching us. We broadcast live. Let's listen.
Alderman Alex Brower sent this news release on Monday night to share information about an upcoming door-to-door canvassing event about ICE. He wrote it's to, quote, help District 3 prepare for a major ICE operation in Milwaukee. The problem? There's no confirmed ICE surge coming to the city. Just about every week, rumors swirl about an alleged ICE surge coming to Milwaukee, and each time so far, they've proven not to be true. Why say that without knowing it?
Because the president has promised that they will, quote, rid this country of illegal immigrants.
This time, questions about whether Alderman Alex Brower is to blame for causing unnecessary fear. I spoke with immigrants off camera today who believe that's the case. Some people in the Latino community feel as though what you said creates more harm than good, more fear in our community. How do you respond to that?
Well, it's not my intention whatsoever to create fear or harm in those communities. Our intention is to have the neighbors on the east side and River West be ready to do whatever they can.
Alderman Brower says he has indications, but no confirmation of a large-scale ICE operation coming to Milwaukee. According to Wisconsin Watch, a nonprofit news agency, ICE agents based out of Milwaukee arrested about 75 immigrants between January and July of last year. Osis de la Frontera tells me it's seen an increase in ICE arrests in recent months, but no surge. Do you regret how you phrased that?
I would never want to cause anybody to be afraid. And so if that is the case, I do regret that.
Yeah, fear-mongering. See, this is why I say you can't. See, they only want black people to move around with their agendas, and then we got people freezing during the winter and all kinds of stuff, and ain't no protest going on with that. They act like they don't know what to do when elders on the news talking about they about to freeze to death. Oh, we don't know what to do. We gonna write somebody. We gonna write a letter. You know what I mean? All I'm saying is, okay. And they get mad when, see, I got the bass on my voice on the air and you can't do nothing about it. They didn't like Mark Chambers when he had the bass in his voice. Now they got him all on the news and he was writing up legislation with them against ICE. I'm going to tell you, no matter if I tell you to stand down or not, I'm going to know if ICE out here doing anything that we need to be concerned about. I'm going to tell you. See, and this is why they mad, because we minding our own black business at this point. They mad. They hate when I say that. They hate when I use the bass in my voice when I say that with so much confidence. They hate it. Why? Because they used to black people being a stool pigeon. They used to us just moving around, doing whatever they telling us to do. Then we coming back to our communities in shambles. Stand down. They hate when I say that. It ain't going on like that in Milwaukee. They trying to get everybody in an uproar. That's why he backpedaling. Hey, if you want to join the conversation, 833-212-1017. We got Al on the lines. How you doing, Al?
I'm doing fine. Well, I don't see why there would be an issue with ICE in the first place. Because when I walk out my door and I'm picking up them empty Popeye chicken boxes with them chewed up bones, that ain't coming from no illegal.
They could be doing the cleanup or something. Organizing the cleanup.
They ain't doing no goddamn cleanup if you're dropping them next to my goddamn car.
I thought they could organize it. Instead of going out doing.
They don't need to organize nothing. They need to walk their black ass to that goddamn garbage can, because I don't like picking up after nobody.
I'm gonna tell you, did you pick them bones up?
I don't pay
Did you pick the bones up, or you let them sit there? Hold on, did you pick the bones up? Did you let the bones sit there?
No, I put it in the. I don't appreciate picking up after no able-bodied black ass. First of all, you got too many garbage cans that your black ass can walk to. I don't pay my taxes to clean up after no goddamn body.
Hey, you picked up them chicken bones.
And then we talk about the illegals. It's not the illegals that's stealing off my goddamn house. Some bastards you're raising. That you afraid of CPS. I don't care about no goddamn illegals. But what I do care about is when I have people in my neighborhood steal from your black ass mama. Go find your daddy and ask him, why did you raise me to be a bastard? That's what you need to be worried about.
Well,
and then y'all get mad. And then y'all get mad.
I think that people need to mind their own black business. I agree. You saying the same thing. Hold on. You saying the same thing I said. They need to put that energy in fixing the things that's going on in our neighborhood.
Well, we wouldn't have to deal with these things that's going on in our neighborhoods. They stop acting like animals and bastards and walk their lazy flat-foot ass to the goddamn garbage can. Because I don't appreciate it. And why is Popeye's chicken even open? Y'all barely have anything on the menu. Hey. But then you drop it next to the curb. I said I pay my taxes to clean up after y'all ignorant black asses.
That's wild.
And then you get mad. And then you get mad when those people don't want to live around you. I don't want to live around some of these ignorant mothers. But you know what? I'm not going to get mad. I'll sell my house before I clean up after a lazy, black, low-class barbecuing on the front porch. I don't give a damn. It's the hood. That's why our neighborhood is effed up. And thank you for gentrification, because you want to keep it hood. You don't want to change your mentality and make it a neighborhood.
We got a brother that we talked about. Hold on, we got a brother that came on and put 40 houses out here. So they working. He's minding his own black business.
Well, mind your own black business and teach your black ass kids and them black ass relatives you got. Walk their flat foot ass to the goddamn garbage can. And maybe we will have a neighborhood. Well, and stop fixing them houses up with that cheap flat paint while you're spraying that aluminum siding and putting them white doors that don't even match the house. Woo-hoo. Have a good day.
You talking about old boy that put up the houses in the Amani neighborhood, or are you just saying it in general? I don't know. Well, Al definitely didn't want to pick up them chicken bones, but hey, he picked them up. He said he threw them in the garbage, so he cleaned up. Maybe he was upset. He probably sounded like he was upset. Sounded like he just picked it up when he was walking in the house or something.
You think he was upset, Tori?
I couldn't pick that up. I mean, but it sounded like it a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
You can kind of hear it. That when they kind of sounded like Mark Chambers when he walked into the office. When he walked down there and tried to prove his point. Hey, 833-212-1017. Talk to text 833-212-1017. If you want to join the conversation today, all I'm saying is it's a lot going on, and we're going to talk about it. And when we talk about these situations, all I'm saying is sometimes when you looking and analyzing things, you got to kind of, read between the lines, especially when it comes to politics. Now, this other person saying that they shouldn't have been putting out the messaging, putting fear in those that may be affected by ICE. And I say the same thing. He shouldn't have did that. And I said that weeks ago. I said that he shouldn't have did that weeks ago. But now, here we go. Everybody, it's a lot of chaotic things coming out of this City Hall right now, and we gonna talk about it. But I think they need to calm down there and get to work and if they had this much energy and getting them potholes up out the street, off 27th Street, coming down these neighborhoods where people tearing up their cars, if they had that same energy, we wouldn't have no potholes. So that's all I'm saying. But when we come back, we'll have more conversation, Truth Nation. Stay locked in.
You are listening to The Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
This Black History Month, 1017 The Truth, opening up the mic to Milwaukee's youth, young boys and girls sharing what Black history means to them in their own words. I'll be reading and sharing your submissions with the 1017 The Truth audience all month long. Our voices, our stories. If you know a young person with something to say, share their message on social media, tag @ToryLowe_King or 1017 The Truth. Let's amplify their stories together.
Hi, this is Sherwin Hughes from 1017 The Truth, and I want to talk to you about something bigger than just buying a house. I'm talking about building a legacy. Owning a home isn't just about four walls and a roof. It's about giving your kids a place where memories are made, where birthdays are celebrated, and where they always belong. It's about planting roots, knowing your neighbors, waving from the porch, and being a part of a community that feels like family. If you've been renting and wondering if home ownership is even possible, Axe Housing is here to work with you. An Axe Housing coach will help you create a plan, a budget, and move step by step toward owning a place you can truly call your own. They've already helped over 4,000 families become homeowners, and many are paying less than they were paying for rent. Don't let where you are today stop your families tomorrow. Start your journey at axhousing.org. That is ACTS housing.org. Your legacy begins at home.
At Gruber Law Offices, we take great pride in helping those who have trusted us after a serious accident. Our team has the knowledge, resources, and experience to get you the results you deserve. Don't wait to get the help you need. Make the right call. Call Gruber Law Offices today. Proud partner of your Milwaukee Bucks. One call, that's all.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
In celebration of Black History Month, it's coming to Milwaukee for one amazing performance. The Sounds of Gospel Music. February 22nd at 3 p.m. at Brady Symphony Center. The anthology depicting the rich history of the evolution of gospel music. The Sounds of Gospel. Featuring some of the greatest gospel singers in the country. Tickets on sale now at mso.org/concert/The Sound of Gospel. Presented by Second Chance Outreach.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
All these murders is getting lethal. It's like a slaughterhouse, and we need a water drought. They trying to wipe us out.
Truth Nation, the second annual Truth Community Awards is this Friday, and you do not want to miss it. Get your tickets now by going to 1017thetruth.awards.com. That's 1017thetruth.awards.com and get them tickets. It's going to be powerful, Truth Nation. Congratulations to all of our award recipients this year. Thank you for making this situation, this community, a better place. The Truth Community Awards is presented by Potawatomi Casino and Hotel, sponsored by Milwaukee College Prep, the Milwaukee Bucks Foundation, Gruber Law Office, Steinhoffel's, Cousin Subs, and Venue 3 at the 3rd Street Market Hall. Come out and celebrate this Friday, February 20th, at the Truth Community Awards, hosted by Home Blow, Bailey Coleman, from 5:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. at Venue 3 at the 3rd Street Market Hall. $20 gets you food, folks, and fun, and to be around those in the community that's making a real difference. Also, Educators Credit Union. At Educators Credit Union, your money is powered by purpose. Educators Credit Union, community advocates driven to uplift Milwaukee and the community with donations to local organizations such as Milwaukee Tool, the library, and sponsorships of events large and small that take place right here in our own backyard. Make the switch to ECU.com. That's ECU.com. Insured by NCUA. Membership eligibility required. Come on now. Hey, look. It's been another powerful show today. The question of the day was, what social media are you addicted to? What we got in the poll? What's going on in the poll, Andrew?
45% say other, Tory.
Other ideas online?
Yeah, so other social media, because what we had up is Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok.
So they like the other site. It's other sites out here.
Of those three, though, Facebook is leading at 28%.
Facebook is leading at 28%. All right, well, what was the other? I wondered. Put your other in the chat. I mean, what's the other ones? I would say YouTube it's got to be in there.
YouTube has to probably be the other one.
Yeah, I believe we could have put YouTube ahead of Instagram too, because I believe that YouTube outweighs Instagram.
See, but that's again, that's so interesting.
But then you got X too, like the Twitter. They turned Twitter to X, so it's a lot of these sites out here.
It's interesting because, like I said, the thing that we send back and forth is Instagram the most.
Yeah, I would think that. I think that Facebook. I thought Facebook would come out a little bit higher than that, but ain't no telling what the others are though. It could be anything. Some of y'all on them dating sites, some of y'all hooked on them dating sites, checking y'all profile. Not really a city girl said YouTube, like she's on YouTube. Matter of fact, I think my second most used site is YouTube. I think my first one. I think Facebook is one, YouTube is number 2, and Instagram is number 3 for me. Instagram is number 3. We got another YouTube in the chat. Julia Moon says, YouTube, yes, indeed. There's so many podcasts, though. You can get on YouTube and never come back. 0333 says, word on the energy and the potholes. 7285 says, media need to calm down. Medea need to calm down. She got too much high blood pressure. Medea? Oh, okay. I got it. Also, 8736 says, Tory Lowe, where I'm from, I guess they from North Carolina. That's where I'm from. I was home 30 days ago, and you are known at home in North Carolina. Because I told the story about the young woman that called me from North Carolina, and her son with autism got caught up in a situation where she needed some assistance. So if y'all want to listen to the playback or go back to the top of the hour, I talked about that situation at the top of the hour. Go back to the podcast. We got the playback. Or you could go to 1017 The Truth on YouTube and check out the podcast and run it back. But I also want to, while we got time, because I want to talk about the Truth Community Awards, because the Truth Community Awards is this Friday. I'm going to need y'all to get outside. I'm going to need y'all to activate. I'm going to need y'all to get it together. I need y'all to come through. Now, I got a question, Andrew, because I don't know. If you don't order the tickets online, do you pay when you show up? What if you want to show up? Can you just show up?
Gotta have a ticket.
You gotta have a ticket. Okay, so you gotta go online. You can't just show up to the awards. It's gonna be powerful. The biggest award show of the year. The link is in the YouTube chat. If you're in the YouTube to the tickets, you can also go to 1017thetruth.awards.com. Hey, it's going to be powerful, Truth Nation. I cannot wait till this Friday. Also, I think we got a giveaway here. Do we got a giveaway, Andrew? Yes, we got a giveaway. We got a Summerfest giveaway. Truth Nation, something big is coming. The Summerfest lineup you've been waiting for is dropping soon, and 1017 The Truth is getting you ready early from February 16th through February 19th. We're giving you a chance to win a T-Mobile 9-day power pass so you can experience it all. We're giving it away right now, right here on the Tory Lowe Show. 9-day power pass to Summerfest right now. Be caller number 10 at 833-212-1017. Once again, that's 833-212-1017. We are giving away a 9-day power pass to Summerfest right now. Half! I can't wait to see y'all at Summerfest because I broadcast. What'd you say? Nelly just got announced. Oh, Nelly coming back. So Nelly coming back this year too as well. So we trying to wait. Did they drop the lineup? We've been waiting for that lineup to drop. So Nelly just got announced. Get your 9-day power pass. Caller number 10, 833-212-1017. Also, there's another story I want to get to before we get through the show today. A former school aide We talking about Epstein files. We got some Epsteins running around here. Some people dealing with the kids in a disrespectful way. We got a school aide gets 50 years for sex crimes. The school aide got 50 years for sex crimes. Now, I'll say this. That's why you got to keep your head on the swivel, because while we listening to the atmosphere, this and that going on in the mainstream media, it's stuff going on right down the street that we got to pay attention to. So I'm always going to keep these stories out here because it's happening right down the block. They after these kids, whether it's through social media, you know, you got to make sure that y'all are covering all the bases right now, because it seemed like they trying to get these kids by any means necessary. And to me, I mean, I had my hands full the last couple weeks. Families calling me, talking about people running away or missing, all of that. We got video. We got video on this former teacher's aide, Andrew. If you're watching this rebroadcast live, we got video. Let's listen.
34-year-old Anna Marie Crocker.
I take full responsibility for what has taken place.
A once teacher's aide in Silver Lake, now a convicted child sex offender, in court Tuesday to learn her fate after pleading guilty to multiple crimes.
I am disturbed by the harm and distress along with the trauma that you have to endure. I'm deeply sorry that this has caused confusion, pain, and anger, and that you have to live with this the rest of your lives.
Investigators detailed her sex crimes against 4 young boys during Tuesday's sentencing. One, a 12-year-old she forced to have sex with her. Another, a 14-year-old she lured out of his home to sexually assault.
She couldn't help herself. She was juggling all of these boys at the same time.
A court's order prohibited the recording of the victims and their families, but one mother told the judge, quote, "This person destroyed my son's psyche and loving and caring spirit." That family moving out of state as a result of Crocker's actions. Crocker, a mother of 4 herself, pleading for a lighter sentence.
I'm asking for mercy and compassion, even though I understand the seriousness.
The judge ultimately handing down 51 and a half years of incarceration.
She sought out children, she used children, and she took advantage of children.
Crocker showing little emotion as she now heads to prison for the next half century.
Wow. What would... You know, ain't nobody on the Epstein list went to jail, but thank God we getting them around here. You know, y'all regular folks without no money, y'all going to jail. Y'all can't just go and have y'all own little fling with these kids. They getting rounded up around here. I mean, thank God that we have fought hard to fight against what we see when it comes to the kids. And give our a lot of people around here a round of applause, Andrew. Andrew, I need to give the people that's fighting hard against this sex trafficking with the kids. We fighting hard around here. Because I'm out here and I'm in the streets, and I'm going to tell you right now, it's going on. But when I first came home, it was bad, you know. And it's still not completely, you know, resolved to a certain degree. But I'm going to tell you right now, it's some people out here, they going hard against what we seeing when it comes to sex trafficking, when it comes to child messing with the kids. We ain't playing around here. We if you bold enough to go try it, and now I can't tell y'all what happens when we catch them because the police don't be around. I can't tell y'all all that. I ain't never nobody ain't never passed away. I'll say that. But I'm gonna tell you right now, when we on them trails, when we find out it's an adult dealing with these kids in some kind of way, sometimes the police don't show up to a couple hours. They ain't coming like that. They ain't coming fast like that. So use your imagination. You know, we is not playing when it comes to people messing with these babies. Hey, look, when we come back, we'll have more conversation, Truth Nation. Stay locked in.
You are listening to The Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Injured at work, unable to work due to health problems, or denied veteran benefits you're entitled to? Last year, Tayback Law returned over $73 million in wrongfully denied VA and Social Security benefits to people in our communities. Tayback Law celebrates Black History Month by bringing its message to 101.7 The Truth. The team is thrilled to see Milwaukee achieve this exciting new outlet for speaking truth to power. And Tayback Law is always ready to fight for you. Call Tayback for the payback. TaybackAttorneys.com.
Your taste buds are in luck. The Reuben is back at Cousin Subs. Try this classic sub grilled to order just for you. Stacked with corned beef, Wisconsin Swiss cheese, and sauerkraut topped with Thousand Island dressing and served on rye bread. And our delicious mint shake is back. Both the Reuben and mint shake can be ordered via the Cousins app or online for a limited time only. Cousin Subs. We believe in better.
Teachers are dynamic leaders, shaping a new generation. They bring a variety of perspectives from diverse backgrounds, innovating how they teach to prepare students for our fast-changing world. Achieving this takes skill and expertise. They're tireless explorers, creatively discovering a universe of solutions, telling stories, experimenting, inspiring, mentoring, connecting cultures, and connecting with each other. Leading by example. Experience the unique joy of helping students thrive. Teaching is a journey that shapes lives. Are you ready to begin? Explore teaching at teach.org, a campaign supported by the U.S. Department of Education, teach.org, and 1 million teachers of color.
Many of our most important memories are made at school. But for children like Victoria, the classroom can be a place of fear and isolation. She wore a bandage over her cleft every day, too shy to speak, too afraid to smile. Everything changed after one life-transforming surgery made possible by Smile Train. Today, Victoria's smile lights up her classroom, a symbol of confidence, connection, and new beginnings. Due to stigma, children with untreated clefts often miss out on school entirely. But thanks to Smile Train, students like Victoria are stepping into the classroom, raising their hands, and finding their voice. Smile Train partners with local experts to support with free cleft surgeries and other comprehensive care, empowering children to thrive in school and in life. Let's help every child walk into the classroom with confidence. Visit smiletrain.org/learn.
This is the Bloomberg Black Business Beat, brought to you by FidelityInvestments.com. Now that we're in the second year of President Donald Trump's second term, our team of analysts at Bloomberg Intelligence is taking stock of how some of the administration's pushback against DEI is changing the business landscape. Bloomberg Intelligence senior ESG analyst Rob Duboff says almost half of U.S. states have taken the lead from the White House and attempted legislation to curb DEI.
Out of the states that proposed it, you've seen 18 have actually been signed into law. They've really designed to, that includes whether it's for admissions, that comes to hiring and promotions for faculty. You know, you've really seen that's probably the most leverage where you've seen at the state level. You've also seen a couple of state attorney generals have gone the court route.
Attorneys general from Missouri, Florida, and Texas have all launched legal action against companies over issues related to diversity. I'm Bloomberg's Justin Milliner on the Black Business Beat.
This is Associated Bank Sports Update on 101.7. The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Nazir Spencer. The Milwaukee Bucks are close to being back to action as All-Star break continues. Their next game is in New Orleans on Friday night. NBA is back in full tomorrow night. The Brewers squad workouts are underway this week with spring training ramping up this weekend. Principal owner Mark Ananasio spoke to the media in Arizona.
It's a lot of competition in our division. And anybody who thinks there's anything, they can go take a bat and hit against Paul Skeens, you know. And so we take nothing for granted, but, you know, we feel good this year.
Spring training kicks off on Saturday. You can listen to the action on 620 WTMJ Radio. In college hoops, the Badgers fall heavy to Ohio State 86-69, likely losing their just-earned ranked status. Marquette faces number 17 ranked St. John's tonight at the Pfizer. The UW-Milwaukee will face the Detroit Mercy on Friday evening. This Sports Update brought to you by Associated Bank, proudly supporting your hometown teams, member FDIC.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
And he who loses his life for my sake will find it. I've been praying for peace. I've been praying for peace. Tired of fighting these beats, but they need me in these streets. Yeah.
Every child deserves a school that sees their brilliance, a place that believes in who they are and who they can become. At Milwaukee College Prep, we've set the bar high with strong characteristics and expectations, and academic excellence starting as early as age 3. MCP scholars continue to outperform their peers across Milwaukee because we believe every child can achieve greatness. The best part is tuition free. If you're looking for a school that partners with you, challenges your child, and prepares them for college and beyond, visit MilwaukeeCollegePrep.com. That's MilwaukeeCollegePrep.com, because Milwaukee College Prep is where brilliance begins. Joining me on the lines, advocate Arthur Elizabeth Brown. How you doing, Queen?
Salute, King. All is well. Happy hump day.
Another powerful conversation. I like the tie. That's what's up.
Oh, I thank you. My girlfriend, she make these. What is it? I think it's Unique Boutique. Her name is Alicia. She right here in Milwaukee. So she made it. You know, it got the little queen bee on there. You know,
That's looking powerful.
She did her thing.
That's looking powerful. If y'all watching as we broadcast live, we got
that.
I love that tie. That looks really good.
It's real nice.
Is it a necklace?
She did an excellent job.
Okay.
Yeah, well, the ties, you're able to put either a chain on, some pearls on it. You know what I'm saying? It's real jazzy. And it's her name is Alicia Julian. She has a boutique. She's a boutique owner at Bay Unique Boutique. So yeah, this is a specialty.
Bay Unique Boutique.
Yeah.
Well, powerful. Dude, you got the number. You got a number so everybody so she can get some
Absolutely. Calls. Her number is 414-666-1108.
That's what's up.
That's
what's up. Well,
she made it for me. So, yeah.
Well, I want to get into this situation that's going down with the Common Council. All of the drama that's been going on in the last couple of months downtown. Didn't they just get a raise?
Absolutely.
Did they just get a raise?
Absolutely. Again, here we go with the shenanigans of what's crazy to me. They're not even fighting about what the citizens of Milwaukee is going through.
They ain't even going that hard about what's going on the block.
Come on, that's their job.
They need Al's energy because he had to pick up them chicken bones.
That part, you know what I'm saying? But not only that, like, what else have they been doing? They ain't been doing a damn thing for the citizens outside of taxing them.
Oh, wow.
So, I mean, for this to be the love and hip hop of the Uncommon Council, that they're, again, one thing for sure and two for certain, all of these individuals is eating good. They nice and hefty, okay? At the end of the day, if you're not fighting about how the citizens are living, what the hell are you fighting about?
They was fighting over ICE, and the funny part about it is, whatever they was fighting about, they agree on doing it. The legislation, they all agreed on doing it. It just got down to the bare details, and divided. If this the people that's putting together the plan acting like this, it's destined to fail.
We're in failure. When you have an individual fighting to keep somebody who is here against the law, and you're not fighting for the law-abiding citizens to be able, again, who's paying your salary, to live in a cleaner community, to have affordable housing, to have jobs, okay? Because, again, This is a season that we've seen the elders living with bed bugs, no heat, no water. We're looking at the children and what's going on inside the community, how people are preying on our babies. I mean, the Uncommon Council is supposed to represent the citizens that are legally here, and we have no relief, no protection, and y'all ready to, have words over something. Again, you haven't took care of your number one priority, which is the citizens that put you in that seat. First of all, because we're not safe, okay? Um, we don't have housing. We got homeless women and children, homeless men. We have individuals who have been in the penal system and coming back out to the streets that ain't got nowhere to go, no jobs. Again, we're talking about our communities where there is no black owned grocery stores or anything like that. I mean, it's a million things they could fight about. And
Hey,
you fight
look.
about somebody who broke the law to be here.
But look at the irony though. Look at the irony, because I've been telling folks stand down, and they hate when I say that. I say it with the bass in my voice too. You feel me? They hate when that bass, like Mark Chambers put that bass in his voice. They get scared. They feel a little intimidated. But what I'm saying is, this brother went to try to help the situation, and now his face all over the news. He put his How you go to try to write up legislation against ICE and your job at risk now? That don't make no sense. That's crazy.
Again, a lot of chips to fall where they may. At the end of the day, the fire have to consume itself. This is an epic failure. If the citizens who pay taxes, who did everything the right way, don't see that they ain't fighting for you, they don't give a damn about you. Okay? That's clear. We have so many fires burning, Tory. They could have picked anything except for trying to fight for illegals to be here, when in reality, those of us that are legally here don't have the basic human necessities. And they supposed to represent the people.
All I'm saying is, for the last couple months, it's been theater coming from downtown. Absolutely. They fighting and fighting, and this is what happened. My grandma used to say, when you was hungry, you was quiet as a church mouse. But as soon as you got something to eat, as soon as they got them raises, as soon as they got that money, now all hell then broke loose downtown, and we just trying to get the pot. I mean, if they could just get the potholes out the way, a lot of people feel relief just because their cars ain't getting tore up.
Absolutely,
riding down the street.
Absolutely, if people can park on the streets that got the potholes without having to pay. If the people can get any relief, any resolve at all, they don't give a damn about what the people doing. And again, we need a TV, a camera crew, because clearly this love and hip hop. Okay, they just putting on. I mean, the debauchery. It's diabolical what's happening, and these are supposed to be the leaders. With people leading, we wondering why individuals was circling around in the woods for 40 years.
All right, I'm gonna say this, okay, because I tell people all the time, mind your own black business. But I'm gonna say this: you go to help somebody, you take your pen, you neglect your district to go help something that you see coming. Okay, you write it up. It's a little disagreements in there, maybe things we can talk out. You go in, they lead you in the room. Jose Perez told him, "Hey, come over here, come up in this room with the lady." All of a sudden, he the villain. She more afraid of him. She more afraid of him than she afraid of ICE. They went to try to do something against ICE, and now his face plastered all over the news as he might as well be the ICE agent at this point.
I mean, again, play stupid game, win stupid prizes. Okay, you already know that you being black and the bass in your voice is already a threat. The only thing she didn't do is the Karen go to crying, but she did do the cry for help, like he raised his voice, because that's what you're seeing. Okay. However, I would also say that these people been down there in these same rooms, same meetings, on the same committees. You're telling me just because his voice got loud, or is that another
I heard
distraction?
everybody's voice got elevated in the room. He let him tell it. Everybody in the room voice got loud. So it sounded like a setup to me, because if that happened and he the one that got targeted.
Absolutely.
See, and this
the
why
fall guy.
This is why I try to tell you. They're going to make the
he
brother.
got the complexion.
Every time we go out and try to get out there and try to deal with situations that we need to be minding our business, we become the fall guy. This is a perfect example of what you should have been dealing with 1,000 problems in your own district. You went over there to try to, and this is something that may have been minute, but at the end of the day, he done got cut off the certain committees now. Now they're writing up something, kind of get an investigation going. Because he wanted to help write legislation to try to stop ICE from doing something.
How soon do we forget? Again, you get comfortable, you got on the suit, you still got the complexion, okay? And when you looking at Jocasta, she white adjacent, okay? She's a Hispanic or Latina, but she's white adjacent, okay? So again, like I said, play stupid game, win stupid prizes. At this point, King, again, I wouldn't be surprised if they pull out some, his finance report, like they scanning.
Hey, see if he let some people slide with the licensing.
That part.
They just had and Jose Perez in the middle of all of this.
I'm telling you, on top of what's going on with him being sexually alluded that he was sexually assaulted. And all the other shenanigans that's going. Again, we need a camera crew down at the city hall, because clearly they not doing nothing for the city.
I guess
they got their own things going on.
I guess somebody was trying to remove the ice from his shirt. Yeah, ice coming down the back of his shirt. I don't know. And look, when we come back, we gonna get your final thoughts on the show today. Truth Nation, stay locked in.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Truth Nation, something big is coming. The Summerfest lineup you've been waiting for is dropping soon, and 1017 The Truth is getting you ready early. From February 16th through February 19th, we're giving you a chance to win T-Mobile 9-day power passes so you can experience it all. Listen throughout the day for your shot to win and get plugged in before the official lineup announcement. Don't miss out. The countdown is on. Only on 1017 The Truth.
Hi, this is Sherwin Hughes from 1017 The Truth, and I want to talk to you about something bigger than just buying a house. I'm talking about building a legacy. Owning a home isn't just about 4 walls and a roof. It's about giving your kids a place where memories are made, where birthdays are celebrated, and where they always belong. It's about planting roots, knowing your neighbors, waving from the porch, and being a part of a community that feels like family. If you've been renting and wondering if home ownership is even possible, Axe Housing is here to work with you. An Axe Housing coach will help you create a plan, a budget, and move step by step toward owning a place you can truly call your own. They've already helped over 4,000 families become homeowners, and many are paying less than they were paying for rent. Don't let where you are today stop your families tomorrow. Start your journey at axehousing.org. That is ACTShousing.org. Your legacy begins at home.
Ready to move? Find your next home with Odom Investments and Property Management. Beautiful rentals, great locations, and professional service. All the way Odom Way. Call 855-ODOM-WAY. That's 855-ODOM-WAY. Or 855-636-6929. Your home is waiting.
In celebration of Black History Month, it's coming to Milwaukee for one amazing performance. The Sounds of Gospel Music. February 22nd at 3 p.m. at Brady Symphony Center. The anthology depicting the rich history of the evolution of gospel music. The Sounds of Gospel. Featuring some of the greatest gospel singers in the country. Tickets on sale now at mso.org/concert/The Sound of Gospel. Presented by Second Chance Outreach.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
If you ain't know, I get the pesos.
Black History Month.
Got a lot of brothers. Some of them
It's almost over with. We only got a couple weeks left. 2 weeks left. It's Black History Month right here on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. And we're trying to get the youth, the young boys and the young girls, to share their Black History moments of what Black History means to them in their own words. And I'll be reading and sharing their submissions right here on 1017 The Truth to the audience. Our voices, our stories. If you know a young person with something to say, share that message right here on 1017 The Truth. Hit me up on social media or go to 1017 The Truth. Let's amplify their stories together. Brought to you by Educators Credit Union and Tayback. Elizabeth Brown, it's been a lot of conversation going on today. But I want to ask you the question of the day.
Okay.
What social media are you addicted to? Like the one that you use the most?
Probably Instagram. Yeah, probably IG.
Yeah, I said it was first Facebook. My number one was Facebook, then YouTube, then IG. Yeah.
Okay, so I would say probably IG, and then the Sora app now, because I have my little sayings that I do with AI now, and I send that out every day. So it would be IG, the Sora app, and then TikTok
Okay.
that I use
But
regularly.
I guess Mark Zuckerberg is they got him coming front and center due to a situation where they're saying that people have social media addiction, and they done made the claims. People can't stop scrolling.
I mean, even down to the little kids, the tablet addictions and stuff like that. Again, they knew, it was tests that was done prior to that it was going to become addictive. Again, the goal is to keep you distracted, because if you're distracted with what's on social media, they can do whatever they want to in real life because you caught up in the matrix.
Mm-hmm. And I think that many times we don't even know. Sometimes people think when they think of addiction, they think about drugs, alcohol, things like that. But they never think, okay, you can't put this phone down. That's an addiction.
Absolutely. Anything that you can't go without, you feel that you can't go without, is an addiction. Some people are addicted to being in relationships. You know, I mean, everything. Too much of anything
Might as well
is
face
bad
it.
for you.
I'm addicted to love.
That too, And people do some strange things, with those addictions. But again, I think it's Aquarius season who leads with detachment. Those of us who are addicted to certain things, I think, everybody should just test themselves, be real with themselves, and try. Because I also give myself a break. When I know I done it too much, like I back up off of it. I put it down because you have to learn to deny the flesh, or you always get caught up.
Wow. Well, I'll say
Absolutely.
this. Take some time to breathe.
Yeah.
I mean,
Absolutely.
many times when you're scrolling and your mind is busy, take some time to relax.
Absolutely. And it's harder than, a lot of people don't know how to relax, especially in our community, because there's no such thing as relax. We always got to pivot.
Right.
Our head is always on a swivel. The little time we do what we consider getting a peace of mind is letting somebody else control our mind with these apps. And again, a lot of the ideas and the ideologies that we use is due to these apps.
The program.
Absolutely. And we have to understand that. And again, to understand that, like I said yesterday, at this point, if you don't go internal spiritually, you're going to go without physically. Because right now, we have to learn how to detach from a lot of the programming that's put in play. But a lot of it at this point is self-inflicted. Now, they don't even have to force us to do nothing. We're doing it ourselves.
Right.
So
the programming was a success.
Absolutely. Because now they don't have to tell us nothing. When they shut down TikTok, we was talking crazy, like they need to bring it back again. And the reality of being melanin and dealing with these apps, the most racist things take place on these apps. The ideologies of, all of us being criminal, people able to come on there and call us monkeys and not go to Facebook jail. I mean, I done been to Facebook jail so much, Tori. It's
now I'm gonna tell you this. They just tried to put me in Facebook, not in Facebook jail, but Instagram came at me sideways because I shared the video of Michael Jordan trying to get the ice out the boy's shirt. Allegedly, that's what they said. But
that part.
They said that that was a post of showing kids in like a sexual manner.
But the stuff on the Epstein files is out here.
I was like, well, everybody shared this, so everybody should be losing their Instagram.
That part. That's not how it works.
Why they come at my page?
Because you already know what it is.
Wow.
You flagged already.
50 Cent shared the same video.
Hey, you ain't 50. You
I guess.
no. You 50
That's
ain't
crazy.
doing nothing good for the people. You are. So
wow.
You don't get a pass.
They tried to get me. I had to pivot a little bit. I got a little savvy. I had to pivot from it a little bit. But look, it is what it is. Hey, look, put the phone down, relax,
Absolutely.
Take a breather.
Take a walk. It's nice outside. Get some fresh air.
Well, Queen, I appreciate you for being on the front lines as usual. I love the tie. The tie.
Thank you.
The tie looking
powerful. Powerful. Salute to Alicia Julian again at her boutique. Check her out. She on Instagram and Facebook too. Alicia Julian.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you for being on the front lines. I'm about to go get me a tie made. Salute. All right, thank y'all for joining the show today. Salute to everybody in the chat. Another powerful chat. Continue to be great in the chat. Another great chat. I couldn't keep up with it all, y'all. And salute to everybody that called in and joined the conversation. Look, keep your head on the swivel. Rain don't always mean go and look both ways before you cross the streets. I love you, Dr. Ken Harris. Up next.
Today's Community Spotlight here on the award-winning 1017.